Hello there everybody and welcome. Tonight we're gonna see CivFR Squadrons. Oh my, Last Take Company is making quite a bit of a splash over here in this now to say in the CivFR Squadrons, and I'm not sure exactly why the game is not seeing. Why are we not seeing the game? Hello, give me a second. So you can see this, but you can't see the actual game. Wow. Did I actually? I hope I didn't delete something. Capture specific window, this one. Oh, wait, why did I? No. Why did I start the game in? Oh my god. Be right back. I don't know for what reason I actually started the game in DirectX 12, and that's a big no-no. It actually, I mean, maybe for like normal gameplay, it's actually good, but for yeah, I want to say streaming and so on, it's quite a bit bad because there are a lot of errors with OBS. It might actually crash my OBS and so on. Hello there, HGW. Good evening, sir. Monstrant. Hello there, sir, and welcome. I did notice you were picking up that first promotion. Thank you so much, sir. And hopefully, we're gonna have an amazing game starting up soon. Also, Project Cisco. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I hope you're gonna have a very good time over there in the Squadrons, or if you're gonna do, I would say, streets again in Escape from Tarkov. I do have to say, Project Cisco is telling me that I should grab a stream on Friday. It's gonna be one tile joke versus somebody that I don't remember. Well, I didn't actually set up a game yet on Friday, so yeah, there's still that option on the table. I gotta say, it's still that option on the table. Anyway, I'm actually wait. I started the game up properly, and why is it not catching it this time? Oh, this is why. There we go. Is it working now? Connecting to players? Let's see. Yes. There we go. There we go. We got it. Hello there, sir. Good morning, Heinig Dave. Good evening. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I hope you're going to have a very good coffee with us today. Connecting to players, but it looks like I'm actually a bit, how to say, stuck on this. Or something must be happening. Anyway, I did want to mention that the Last Take Company did manage to grab 3 wins in this tournament already, while they do need... okay, there we go, I got in. While we do need to see Freritos and Vega come back from their loss streak, they do have quite a few players that actually lost... not players, sorry. They have quite a few games in which they lost. Already with 2 losses on their belt, they cannot afford to lose anymore. Otherwise, they might actually... end up with a bit of a problem when it comes to well, getting into the next CWC, right? Hello there, hello sir, good evening sir, and welcome. Let's actually see how the teams will perform. I do have to mention on Last Take Company, we did have new members joining them. If I remember correctly, Chuck did join them, which is amazing, by the way, of an addition for them. We do have also ETPI showing up today, Killayad and LDK for Last Take Company, while on the other side we will have UnderTheGun with Pompilidae, Titiits, and who's the fourth? I guess we're missing the fourth, right? That's the last member. I'm pretty sure Softstyle is going to actually stream for the French community in French, so yeah, we're gonna see him there. Now I did also take a look, let me actually show you on the screen over here. There we go. I did also take a look at the results from Division 1. Looks like Last Take Company with 3-0. We do have them, we do have Ulysse right next to them with 2-1, tied with the next upcoming 2 slots. 3 SPA, it's going to be 2-1, D-Shark 2-1 over here. It looks like also Black Pitre and is at tie with a 1-1. They definitely need to play quite a few games, and I did notice they have like a game scheduled almost every day now for the next 3 days or something, or 4 days. I don't know, a lot of games. There are a lot of games that Black Pitre actually needs to play. Chacun Poursoit with 1 win and 2 losses. We do have this surprise over here. Freritos de la Vega lost their first 2 games, and you can imagine this, especially coming up from the challengers for the CWC over there. It is quite surprising. We do need to see if they're gonna get back on the horse, and of course try to perform a little bit better, see exactly what's wrong, and see exactly how they can come back. It's a very important game for them tonight, and I do have to say they are meeting a very strong team. Last Take Company has become quite a bit of a beast in the last 3 seasons, I would say, of the CivFR Squadrons. They did not only player-wise, they did increase the script, but also they did acquire very, very good players from the other teams, and now we're gonna need to see what they're gonna do in the CivFR CivFR Squadrons. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of good surprises coming up our way. Looks like we do have wait, LDK. So wait, is Softstyle actually gonna play or not? Is he gonna play? I don't know. Give me a second over here so I can check messages. Oh, lobby draft. They're drafting on the website. That's what's happening over here. Okay, there we go. They're dropping, they're drafting on the website, and let me actually switch screens over here so I can see things properly. There we go. There we go. So we're waiting for them to actually start up the draft. You know, the CivFR community did actually develop this web application over here in which you can actually draft. They have the leaders portraits. They do have all of the teams, and you can actually input quite a bit of information. It looks like a Steak company is gonna be one of those. Anyway, we're coming up on the banning of the maps, and the Steak company is gonna have the first ban over here. They do need to click on some button. It looks like in the CivFR Squadrons we're gonna have the array of Highlands, Inland Sea, Lakes, Pangea Classic, Pangea Standard, Primordial, and 7 Seas. We've seen in the season 11.5. Now we've seen them try out a bit of a different strategy, of a different approach with the maps, and also we've seen in previous seasons from the CivFRs they did at some point ban some maps or force the players to play a certain map at a certain stage of the tournament, which came with I would say actually a mixed bag of positive and negative commentary over there. So they ended up this season saying, okay, you have the pick of the litter over here, you can pick and ban all of the maps. Let's actually see you go for what you want to go for. There were quite a few improvements, I do have to say, in BBS in the last few months, and of course we've seen the improvements in the games. It looks like we will end up playing this on, what is this, Pangea Standard Ridges, I believe, right? The Pangea Standard Ridges. And we do need to see how they're actually going to pick and ban on this map. Pangea Standard Ridges is the map that we've seen actually giving you a bit of an opportunity to sim, because the mountains do spawn across those continent ridges, and of course that actually gives you a bit of a time over there to grab yourself some territory, develop your territory, try to improve your resources, and so on and so forth, before you're actually going to go head to head against each other. I do have to mention that doesn't happen to all of the players in the game. A lot of the times actually Pangea is quite of a spectacular map, I would like to call it, because it does give us the opportunity to take a look at a lot of the attacks being applied at the beginning of the game, in the middle of the game, late game, and so on and so forth. If we get there, of course that actually means somebody needs to defend properly, and we don't have extremely good execution of a timing attack. We're gonna need to see how the players will try to use advantages from civilizations they pick, from the land they will get, of course, since we do know it's an RNG it's the maps are randomly generated, right? So you're gonna have a lot of how to say variables that you can actually take into account. You're gonna need to see where they spawn, in what kind of neighbors they're gonna have, land, and so on and so forth, resources. Also, Marius BW, hello there, sir. Didn't know that site existed. What a nice tool. Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. Also, good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing, Salty Capybara? Hello, hello. You would be glad to know that we actually have more feedback for this CWC over there. There's a war raging over there. For some reason, everybody's saying my name on one side or the other. I don't know, but it is what it is. But the feedback is good, actually. I'm gonna wait a little bit more, try to poke CivFR. Maybe we're gonna get an announcement on their how to say, on their server as well. I don't know why, man. Actually, I think he missed a message or something. Of course, I did send him a message a few days ago asking him if he could do the announcement, like while I was doing the announcement on CPL, to get the feedback form completed. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm just gonna try to see what's going on. We do have a few bands being chosen. Looks like Tamar on the left side, State Company. We do have Cithia also taken down. Looks like Rough Rider and Grand Columbia. Ooh, there are quite a few bands actually in this matchup, right? Quite a few bands. Anyway, looks like 4 land civilizations have been taken down by State Company. On the right side, we do have Mali that has been banned. Golgo, of course, we do know how powerful Golgo can be in the hands of the knowing, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to have UnderTheGun or Jack on that civilization. We do have Lincoln taken down as well. We've seen him actually being picked up quite a bit more, quite a bit actually in the previous month, and I'm pretty sure we're either gonna see the trend changing to it being banned a lot of the times, or how to say, or we might actually see a nerf from BBG into it. We do have also Khmer being picked up over here in the fourth choice by Freritos. The company is gonna go forward. Oh, and I do have to say thank you so much, Momiko.
Momiko retained his knighthood for 28 months.
Good and up and justice. Hello there, sir. Also, thank you so much, Momiko. And I did notice earlier we did have old triangle with the prime over there hitting me with the prime. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Let me actually take a look at what's going on. Scotland has actually been taken down by a state company with only one band remaining on Freritos de la Vega. They're going to start picking their first four civilizations, two on each side. And of course, it's the normal 1-2-2-1 that we've seen in the CWC, that we've seen in other games as well. Sejong being selected, I mean, that makes sense. And I do have to mention there's no Persia. There's no Persia yet. So let's see, is it gonna be picked or banned? I really want to see if they're actually gonna pick Persia. Anyway, we still have very strong civilizations on this map. A lot of the times, especially on Pangea Standard Ridges, the players do have quite a bit of diversity to like a diverse pool of civilization leaders to choose from. So we're gonna need to see what their preferences will be. Now, I do have to say, unfortunately, well, we don't have the vision in this application of who is picking who and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's, I think, my biggest concern about this. I would have loved to actually see the player names alongside the leaders. Gorgo is still up there playing Standard Ridges Pangea. Let me actually put up the map over here. Thank you for reminding me. Pangea Standard Ridges SR. There we go. Gorgo is still up indeed. I'm fine. Thank you, Momiko. Como ça va? Wanting to see this game. And I'm actually quite on the fence with what kind of schedule we're going to have in the next few days, because, oh my god, there are quite a few, like a lot of games. There's a super week going on in the CivFR Squadrons, and everybody's scheduling like, oh my, so many games. Anyway, we do have Egypt being picked up first by a state company, not Ptolemaic, but if actually we do have a few bands in the civil. Let me actually take a look over here really quickly. In not this, in CivFR Squadrons. Let me take a look at the organizational channel. Maybe we're actually gonna see the bands. I believe Maori is auto band of the competition. Okay, and all of the wonders are left open except triangle, well, Bermuda Triangle over here. Okay. So they, oh my god, they still have so many good civilizations over here, and they did choose to go for Egyptian Cleopatra instead of Ptolemy. That actually sounds quite interesting to me. We've seen a lot of the players basically keeping Egyptian Cleopatra as a second choice, not a first choice. So yeah, weird. Anyway, we do have Hungary and Ghandi being picked up over here by Freritos de la Vega. Of course, Ghandi has been showing up quite a few more games, especially after we've seen Ben show everybody what Ghandi can do. We've seen actually quite a few wins by Ghandi in the Hidden Cup over there. A very powerful civilization. We do have Spain also picked up over here by a state company as the fourth civilization. So we're gonna have actually a decent amount of gold, a lot of gold actually on state company. While on the other side, Freritos de la Vega, I'm pretty sure it's gonna generate the gold with Hungary's abilities, and of course Hungary being prone to actually go for commercials first. You don't want those trade routes booming, getting the food, getting the extra production going, and trying to get some gold also for levying city states. We're going to see if it's gonna have enough gold to actually do whatever they need to be doing in the mid to late game, because that's actually where it counts so much what you did in the early game. Also, Marius PW is saying Tamar and Rough Rider is banned. Hungary is insane here, leaving Hungary up as first pick. That is illegal. Let's see. I'm pretty sure these players are quite experienced of dealing with Hungary, but yeah, it's gonna be quite a challenge over there on the maps to see exactly how they're gonna deal with Hungary. Also, bonsoir monsieur Rafifi, bienvenue. Wait a second, Pangea and no warmongers. I mean, yeah, it doesn't, you know, it depends on how you pick. I guess we all look at Ghandi as being a peacemonger, but he's not, you know, remember, he's not. Yeah, poor Ludwig never being chosen. Yeah, Yeah, he's getting banned here. He's getting banned. Maybe Pericles, counter Pericles pretty good on this map. It's not bad. A lot of the times, and that's one of the things I don't want to circle back on, the player preferences actually comes into effect a lot in these games. Depending on who's playing in the game, you're going to see different options being picked up by them because they do feel comfortable with some civilizations over others. They did notice, and of course, they did learn how to get a civilization to shine, and they're going to go for that kind of choice over there. It looks like also Zulu with Rome will be banned by State Company. We do have also 2 more bans on Freritos de la Vega. Basil II and Theodora, they banned both Byzantium leaders from Freritos de la Vega. Whoa, okay, I mean, yeah, sure, bro, you go for it. Wait, is this a joke over there? He is actually wanting to pick Julius Caesar? Oh. Oh my god, man. I don't know. I gotta say they do have 26 seconds to make up their mind here, but we do see still Julius Caesar is not being changed. Pericles or the Varangian, but who will play that Norway? Yeah, exactly. And there we go. Okay, this is a more down to earth civilization here. Pick Montezuma. There we go. You asked for the warmongers. We got the warmongers over here coming in. We do have Montezuma being picked up by Freritos de la Vega, and we do need to see what kind of response State Company is gonna do. They do have 2 civilizations to pick from. Just as he's saying, down to Caucasus. Yeah, sure, man. Yeah. Would love to. Let me actually give me a second over here so I can switch screens. This, and I need to go here, and I need to go to the bottom. Hello, monsieur.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing, man? Long time no talk.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of work to do. And
yeah. Busy
like,
periods, free periods, busy periods, free periods. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy, but finally I have some energy left.
Good. To be honest, summertime was actually quite busy as well. I am quite happy.
I mean, I've been following your stream here and there. Like, I think if you noticed as well, but like I simply didn't have energy
popped
to
in,
talk.
popped out. Yeah. You made a comment here and there. Yeah. So what do you think of this of these peaks, by the way? I mean, sure, they kind of look like normal on Pangea standard. Maybe one of the things that feels a little bit like out of the box here is Seondok, even though I've seen it multiple times.
To be honest, I'm pretty confused about State Company spends. I feel like they didn't use their first pick very well.
In the Egyptian Cleopatra, okay. Okay.
Not necessarily only just by picking it up, but only by like what they banned. Like, generally speaking, in the ban strategy, what you kind of want is like leave this one pick open. The enemy has to ban, or you gonna first pick it. So like if in this way you can kind of dictate the draft. This makes sense. Like by leaving some bans open, the enemy then has to draft, or you're gonna pick it. And I feel like Scotland, Simon, definitely both picks which are like unanswerable as a first pick, like just on power level. So like and by banning it themselves, they kind of limited themselves on options. What they can first pick, which then happened to be Cleopatra. Like, I mean, Cleopatra is a fine Civ, right? But I don't think it's really first pick worthy.
I was also surprised, but my surprise came, why didn't they pick Ptolemaic instead of Cleopatra if it was open? There's no Ptolemaic ban.
I mean, it has to be seen if Ptolemaic is really...
Oh, I seen it shine. Yeah, I definitely seen it shine. Especially on people like JR, for example. They really know what to do with it.
Sure, but this was before the nerfs, right? Like, I kind of think the nerf for Court of Laws is feelable.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that bad, actually. I don't think the nerf actually slowed it down that much. It's only a few turns and then bam, you get like the extra culture.
Yes, but it's the first turns of the game. Like, actually, the same ban happened to Rome, right? When Monument got delayed to Court of Laws. And like this, I
Well,
think this is
it got delayed to political philosophy first, and then got pushed back to code of laws because it was too much of a problem. With,
yeah, but
or
I'm
early
just
empire,
saying,
somewhere around there. It was later than code of laws. I know first.
I'm just saying that this is a very reasonable law. Like it kind of take it
Oh
from
yeah,
like
yeah, definitely, definitely. I don't.
completely OP to only strong, quote unquote. So like
Yeah.
I still believe it's a strong pick, but it's not like a power level of like Scotland or Simon
Yeah. Well, Scotland got
anymore.
banned. Yeah.
Is what I would say here. Yeah.
Let me actually take a quick say over here over what they picked. So they do have Egyptian Cleopatra, they have Spain, Seondok, and then Genghis Khan, which I was, by the way, gasping about because, oh my god, we're actually going to see some Keshiks. On the right side, we do have Hungary with India, Montezuma, and Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen. And yes, oh my god, we might actually see some guards, but you can see my level of enthusiasm is not that up there. Now, also Lord Zat, hello there, sir. Good evening, and welcome. What is the resource setting, normal or abundant? That's a very good question. Let's actually take a look over here. We do have standard resources with spawn guaranteed strategics, and looks like they're picking the civs up. Let's see, actually see ETPI, Cleopatra, Egyptian. We do have them prioritizing, by the way, getting the merchants over there on Cleopatra, or at least getting Cleopatra the priority. Titiits, Matthias Corvinus, UnderTheGun on Ghandi. We do have Chak on Seondok, Pompey on Montezuma, LDK on Philip II, Killayad on Genghis Khan. Okay, this is interesting actually, Killayad on Genghis Khan. Usually he's kind of a simmer, go for jet bombers kind of guy. So I don't know what he's doing with Genghis Khan here. Arwen, who's Arwen?
Jet bombers work with plus 18 intel as well. Huh?
That is true. That is so true, Justice. Oh my god, yes. Is that UnderTheGun? No, UnderTheGun is no. Okay, Sprig, maybe Sprig. Yeah, I think that's Spriggan actually. That's the last member of Freritos de la Vega. So Spriggan with Pompey, UnderTheGun, and Titiits. Okay, big question. What do you think, Justice, of a 0-2 start for Freritos de la Vega in this competition?
Wait, they went 0-2 in Squadrons? Or
Yes.
what you're referring to?
Yes.
I mean, I guess you don't... Like, I know for a fact that there are some like issues internally on Freritos right now, and they're trying out some things. They're also trying out some players and stuff like this, so I don't think it's a biggie. Like, in my books, Freritos is one of the strongest team there is. And like, it's completely fine if they try around a bit in the start of the season, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the 0-2 means much.
Lord Zaf is also saying thanks. I play Civ6 as well.
Has joined the round table.
Ooh, welcome to the round table, sir. Welcome. Love the idea of commenting as you play. I comment in tournaments for the main game I stream, so this is exciting to watch. Oh, glad to have you here. I hope you're gonna enjoy.
Towards the stars.
I do feel like Freritos is yes very strong, but they do have new teams in the division 1 over there at CivFR Squadrons, especially this one, Last Day Company, which did acquire players like Chuck, for example, very good players. And now it looks like State Company is 3-0 in the beginning, and then Freritos de la Vega, well, it's 0-2 at the beginning. We're gonna need to see how they end up on.
Oh yeah, Stay Company definitely strong players, which with a lot of hunger, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
you know what they say, it's easy to get to the top, but it's a lot harder to stay there.
That is true. That is true. Let's actually see what's gonna happen over here. Big upset might happen during this season of the CivFR Squadrons. We do have, and oh my god, I was like, my eyes were over here. If I could glitter, like pop glitter out of my eyes, I would do it right now. Egypt is, look at this spawn of Egypt over here. Very far away from everybody. He has Hungary actually to the east side, but that's, to be honest, is Hungary not gonna be that big of a problem. He has a trading partner, Genghis Khan, to the northeast, and so much territory to the northwest over here with amber tiles to improve at the beginning. He has his floodplains. He has also some dice tiles over there to the north, and incense tiles to improve.
Yeah, third window, like the dice is not easy to come by, and he doesn't see them, right? So he will likely just settle in place.
Yep.
And then he will just have third wing dice, which is
big upset. If you can believe this, actually the French community wanted BCY on this time. This season, they want BCY on.
Wait,
With the
it's
standard.
maximum BCY.
No. It's the normal, the CWC one, the 2-2 base. See?
Yeah, this is standard now, no?
Yeah. It's basically everyone.
In like at least in competitive CPL public teamers, it's usually getting used now as well. So like people kind of settle down on the standards on like the balanced settings rather than the maximum settings, which is kind of broken.
Yeah, true. That's good. Finally, we're getting everybody together back. Back together again. Because there was quite a bit of a discrepancy on what kind of games were being played in CivFR Squadrons and then in CPL, in the Civ6 community and so on. But anyway, yeah, we got back.
I mean, to be fair, everybody obviously loves free stats. But when you start realizing that everybody just has free stats, it's also for the opponent, so it doesn't give you an advantage. And I think people slowly realized it and rather play a quote-unquote a normal game rather than like the OP stats you get from the maximum settings.
Yeah, true. Solo Talent, thank you so much for the Prime sir, much appreciated. Also, what is BW is crying over here about no 3-1 base, and yeah, exactly, like Justin is saying, man, the free stats, it is what it is. We all love them, but yeah, you actually need to balance out everybody. Good evening, sir. Yes. Say. He moved.
No, he's gonna settle on the horse, most likely.
Yeah, to get the Pearl of the Danube bonus over here in the north and the east. He was on wasn't he on a 2-2, or did he actually move from the south?
He probably spawned on the 1-2, but
on the hill, right?
For sure. Okay. Yeah, both is possible. Like you cannot spawn on a resource.
Yeah.
But you can spawn on a feature, so both is possible. But I would assume that he spawned on the 1-2.
Yep.
And moves over on the banana to settle on the horse.
Well, yeah, to be honest, he doesn't have a bad spawn, but he's gonna have an expensive spawn if he actually goes for the horse over there, because there aren't that many 2-2s in the initial ring, in the first ring. He's gonna have the 3-1 bananas to work. He might actually work a hill here and there he's gonna need to spend some gold. This is, well, I mean, it's a decision, and we're gonna need to see how much gold they're gonna pump into him. He also has a decent amount of territory, and look at this defensive mountain that he has from France. This is incredible. Oh wait, they're allies. Kick. They're allies. They're defending each other's trade routes. What can I say? Now we do have also to the northeast Titiits over here with Pompey. Okay, Pompey Montezuma is gonna be his ally. It's gonna be fine. And to the north he's gonna have Karakorum to fight. Killayad doesn't have that much land to actually get improved. This is a bit underwhelming for Killayad. He has the mountains, but he doesn't have an insane amount, like a lot of cities to settle here. And if Rakedet goes anywhere to the north, at least like 2-3 cities, he's gonna cut into Mongolia's territory. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the capital, maybe 7 over here. But when he hits this city, he's gonna be in danger of getting attacked by Aztec from the east side. So he's gonna open up a front line there. He might not actually want that. Hi Vin, thanks so much for the 31 sub, much appreciated, sir. Also, Lord
retained his knighthood for 14 months.
Was saying we use a few mods in the multiplayer game, but I love to figure out how to do spectating like this. We actually have mods being developed in the inside of the community, in the side of the multiplayer community in CPL, CivFR, and other smaller communities. And well, they're called Better Balance Game, Better Balance Starts, but Multiplayer Helper, and Better Spectator mod. That is the mod that actually allows you to see all of this amazing information over here. I think we can actually type exclamation mark mods in the chat. There we go. Oh no, it's not this one. Kick. Oh no, it is okay. Just stream elements lagged quite a bit. No problem. And of course, if you want to actually stream competitive games, I do want to make a shout out. We do have competitions going around almost every week of the year. Different competitions from different communities, like the French community, the international Russian community, Brazilian community sometimes, and
what the heck?
What? Sorry,
I just realized the guy is +7 campus.
Yeah, he is. I mean, that's what I said, right? He has like amazing initial cities, but then he doesn't have a lot of cities to work with. Keshik Factory all the way here. Sorry, I want to finish my rant over there. if you want to cast the games, there are actually special channels, or you can talk to me, you can talk to Jack, you can talk to Chuck, you can talk to a lot of the representatives of the servers, and they're going to give you tags so you get access to the schedules and so on and so forth. Okay, coming back to the game here. I'm sorry. Let's actually take a look at the Tenochtitlan. Pompey. He does have a little bit of a continent split, but that's going to be right in the face of Hungary, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to do that. Pretty good settle on the right side to the west side to get Shripada tiles, or at least, you know, the bonus for the era score. I do see him with a decent amount of land as well. He's just probably not going to favor that much settling in the south with more than one city, and probably will take all of this land to the north, all of this river to the north and to the northwest. Yeah, we do have in the south, looks like Paris is going to be between the mountains in a triple continent split. Oh my god, this is so bad for Catherine de Medici. Remember, Catherine de Medici's unique unit, the Guard Imperial, actually gets an extra +5 when it fights on its own continent. Well, look at the continent split of France over here. What do you think of this, Justice?
I mean, honestly, it's very common.
It is,
like,
right?
I would say, like in competitive games, there are like people will respect BQ as well. So I would say you only have like maybe 25% or something opportunities to actually go for guards. So like there's nothing you can expect when loading into a game.
Yeah. He does have to the northeast also Ghandi, so it looks like Catherine de Medici is going to be the free sim of Freritos de la Vega, while we do have Spain showing up actually quite close up and personal with Ghandi. This might actually make quite a bit of a splash. I'm curious if it will change UnderTheGun's mind of not going for a religion. Now we're going to need to see if UnderTheGun is going to want to get a religion. Spain does get an extra +5 when attacking against civilization that has another religion than him. Anyway, LDK over here does look like he's gonna have a good respawn, some reef fish to actually get to improve there for the extra food, and he does have nice campuses, a +3 over here next to the mountains, another one to the west side, a pretty good second settle over here on the gypsum tile to get the 2-1 going, and some fresh water on the right side also from that lake. I do have to point out on the east side here they could actually set up some coastal trade routes between him and Chuck, and I'm pretty sure he can actually handle India. At least at the beginning of the game, India is not coastal, so he's probably not going to contest the seas at all, and I'm certain that Madrid is going to want to put something over here to get the connections going. I do have to mention that I didn't actually put up the prediction for the remap. I got distracted over here with with Justice and the game and the draft and so on. Let's actually put it really quickly over here, 1 minute, because we do have only one more turn to actually see what's going on the map, and then we're gonna see what's going on. Yes, thank you for reminding me, right? 50. Thank you. Imagine not going magnificent on classic ridges and gambling on a resource in cap. Couldn't be me. Okay. We do have India also with an explosive volcano over here. Looks like he's gonna have a 3-2-3 crocodile to work. UnderTheGun is pumping his first settler out and moving him to the west side here. Nice extra movement, of course, for Gandhi's civilian units. We do have him soon crossing the river, and I'm actually quite curious. Is he gonna want to go honey tile, or is he gonna want to go somewhere else? I'm thinking honey, or maybe rice tile, but anyway, I'm thinking honey. He's gonna put that city right in the face of Spain, and I do not actually see this Spanish scout getting through the forest and the hills to actually snatch that settler. He's not even seeing what's going on there. We do have also Korea in a corner that I think I would actually want to ask Justice over here. Do you think it is a possibility with this pawn for Chuck to try to go for something as a win condition late game without interacting that much with his opponents?
Well, generally speaking, yes, but remains to be seen, like also if it's remap. And then also it remains to be seen if Ghandi decides to go naval or not. Because this obviously makes a big difference. Like if Ghandi goes naval, Korea is the one kind of supposed to answer this, I would assume. Maybe also Spain, and then they try to kill Ghandi on the sea. I would assume. Like if they succeed, sure, he can just he can go for WinCon, yeah. But like this is obviously very, very far future.
And let's see if they're actually gonna pick this map. But yeah. I do have to say this peninsula over there is quite big for Korea, but it's not the normal sprawl game style that you want to play with a civilization. Anyway, it looks like Freritos de la Vega is thinking quite a bit if they want to actually remap this. Only one didn't want to remap this, ETPI. I mean, that makes sense, right? He didn't want to remap his Cleopatra spawn.
Yeah,
I understand why he doesn't want to remap.
Yeah, I saw reasons to remap for both teams, so I was very hesitant. But actually, I wouldn't say this Egypt spawn is so far above average. Like, it's okay-ish.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
It's solid, but nothing special.
I'm more excited about the fact that he's gonna have so much land to develop, and with Hungary next to him, he's and bodyguard over here, he's gonna have all the time in the world to develop his cities rather than his initial tiles or the quality of the initial tiles, because you see this often, right, on Egypt.
And I mean, the 2-1 Ember is nothing you want to work right away, and even with the mine, it's only a 2-2 with the culture.
Yeah,
like I mean, it's nice, but yeah, nothing outragingly good.
Well, this is gonna be it. This is it. Whatever happens next, whatever we're gonna see, they both spend the remap tokens, so we're gonna have this map being played on whatever happens. I don't think we're gonna actually have any kind of technical situation, and by the looks of it, this is, what is this curled up map over here?
But
looks like
yeah, but both
eel,
teams remap,
curled
so
up real.
this is gonna be the map, right?
Yeah, this is the map. This is
Let's
the map.
forget the
Whatever
technical,
happens. Yeah. Okay, so Hungary trading punches with Spain over here. They're gonna have quite a shouting match to the north with the screen. You know, we do have them loading in. I guess I do want to wait for the fog to be lifted so I can actually see what's going on. I mean, I can, but we're gonna be lacking resources and stuff like that if I do this. The icons. I thought that was some money. CS check. We're gonna check CS. Yes, indeed. I usually do check CSs after I check the spawns and so on and so forth. But yeah, we can definitely take a look at them earlier. So how many remaps? One. Wow, nobody actually got channel points. Kick. Anyway, I guess this was totally my fault over there, not doing it at the correct time. Anyway, on Spain, we do have him with 2-2 base. Well, that's base. That's anyway gonna happen. We do have a 3-2 banana and some refish to the west side to benefit from. A nice, of course, acquirement of food from both tiles. We do have him also with a decent amount of coast to the north and to the south. And it looks like we have just been given a bit more time because ETPI dropped. Anyway, that's a lot of coast to the south, by the way. And we do have Chak over here in the south again, with the possibility to get the city further into the south so he can actually trade with Spain coastally. Are they separate continents? It doesn't matter anymore, right? And they are separate continents. Okay, very nice.
By the way, just as at this post, can you give me a Discord so I don't have to talk to the future?
Yes. Oh, but you like to talk to the future.
if it was something else, then only you, sure, but
hey, I heard you guys are making a meeting in Germany, right? Like a micro LAN or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's something about Peter, but
okay.
Like I'm not involved.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I just think that's really just a couple of guys hanging out.
It's not like an organized land, like we get like 50 plus.
No, it's not about Civ. It's more like about real life stuff. Like some guys hanging out, have a good time.
The German autumn time, you know, the meetup. Okay, yeah. I mean, cool. Getting how to say, more friendships out of Civ6 community. Very nice.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's nice, but nothing interesting for Civ community. If this makes sense.
Yeah. Spain is, by the way, gonna have access to another tile that's 3 tiles out. Looks like his horses are gonna be actually next to his city center is fine. And we do need to take a look at his neighbors to the southeast. We do have Gyeongju, Korea's capital. This is of course Seondok. We do have him with 1-3, and I do see a 3-1 banana that he could couple. Looks like LDK saying it's their Shunzu. Oh my god, man, Shunzu.
That's so mean. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. Anyway, we do have him joining, and hopefully he's gonna be fine. Looks like also Korea is gonna have a decent amount of hills, by the way, to set up those Seons. I do notice he's gonna have delicate archer to benefit from to the southwest. Getting that extra faith pattern and the gold is gonna allow him to work the protection card instead of the faith card, which is gonna be a pretty good addition to his tempo. He does have quite a few actually other cities to settle here, and I do know that he's gonna have horses in the capital with an iron tile 2 rings out. That's fine. He's also gonna have okay, this is gonna be an ally. Does he actually have an opponent to go against? Not really. I do want to say that of course he does have Hungary in the north. That's gonna be quite far away, and as you can see, it's gonna take quite a few cities to get there, and it all depends on Hungary's playstyle, if he's gonna want to come to the south or stay in his little corner over here behind the mountains. We're probably gonna see him at least put a city on the stone tile, right, or near the stone tile, so he gets those good campuses. Now he does have a 4 tile advantage here coming up from his Pearl of the Danube bonus. He does also have a scout tile, unit coming up in 2 tiles, and I do see a 3-1 fertile to the southeast that he's gonna get that extra food going. Nice actually other fertiles here. I do see he has quite a few camps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, actually 7. This is not a bad Goddess of the Hunt spawn. We're going to need to see if Hungary is going to consider if City Patriot Goddess or God of War and Plunder is going to be more valuable than Goddess of the Hunt here. And of course, if they're available, because if they're not available, this is a mute point.
Why would she ever go City Patriot on Hungary?
Get a little bit more bonus, but yeah, you're right. Actually, Pearl of the Danube. Yeah, you're right. I think I did this. Oh my god, I said it twice. Yeah. You're right. You shouldn't go. The bonus addition is just not enough. It's not worth. Strategic resources. We do have Buddha with horses on the left side here in the 3rd ring. I do see an iron tile also to the north ring in the 3rd ring. That's actually quite a bit of a problem. Expensive to get, and the ETPI crashed again. Can I emergency sub in or something? I promise I won't tell anybody.
Bring uns zu.
Yeah, bring schon zu. LDK is saying then you're probably avoiding the ping or something because it's laggy. Okay. Oh, they're pinning. I'm pinging as in pinning. Okay, they're using ping as in pin. Also Marius BW is pointing out that Bologna plus Antanarivo, that's some Hungary value right there. Yeah. I do have to say like the spawn is not bad, but it's not as good as the last one. It's not bad, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway,
he has a sweet banana and also multiple tiles. He doesn't like. I mean, I don't really play Egypt, but from my understanding, is like the best thing you can have as Egypt is like enough flood tiles to have a Demenanki, and then kind of another river where you can put the districts on for a bonus. And he has that here. I think this spawn is much better than the last one, honestly.
Okay. So I think he's gonna have the food for everything over there and working those 1-3s in the north. Well, he does have an, I would say, a Temple of Artemis possibility as well, option. He does have that deer tile on the west side. Let's see his position. Is he gonna be close to anybody? West side? No. I mean, he's quite far away from Titiits over there. East side? No. Very far away from Montezuma. And south side? There is Catherine de Medici over here, Sprig. Is he actually going to want to go do something about Egypt? Probably not. He's probably going to want to stay here. What's his continent looking like? Not that good, actually. But he's fine. He's probably not going to settle further than that diamond tile anyway. Or is he? No, he's not. Wait, what is Delhi doing here? Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a bit sus.
Yeah, I smell a disturbance in the force.
It's a Ghandi in the corner, yeah.
There's but there's a Ghandi in the corner with no option to attack somebody. And he's not gonna have that much land to settle on. And oh my god, I mean, sure, he's gonna have some mountains over here, but that's about it. And we do have Paris, Paris to the northwest, that he's gonna have to share this land. And look at the tundra to the west side. Oh my god. Okay, and now, Justice, would you have remapped the first map if you would have known Gandhi's position on the second one?
I mean, it's not horrible. Like, I mean, you obviously do not really sign up for this kind of spawn, but it's okay-ish. Like, I think UnderTheGun will find ways to work around.
Well, let's see. Rafi is pointing out a positive thing. At least they can trade with each other on the same seas, you know?
Yeah, I definitely think he can make it work.
Well, let's see. I can't wait to actually see what's going on. We do have some free simmers also over here. Mongolia is definitely not a civilization that you wanna... Oh, wait, this is not free sim. This is actually a cage fight. Oh my god, we got 2 cage fights. So Egypt is gonna be the one free simming, India is gonna be free simming, and then maybe Korea, although I don't know. I guess it all depends on Spain versus Hungary. Anyway, on Tenochtitlan, we do have horses in the second ring. I do see his rental is going to be third ring to the west side here. Quite expensive to get. He doesn't have a coastal city, but he can put a harbor down if he wants to on the west, on the south. And of course, multiple cities if he actually wants to commit to the coast. Now, there's a bit of a problem over here. He's going to share the land with Mongolia to his east side. And I'm pretty sure they're going to want to grab as much territory as possible between them. This river is probably going to be quite important for Aztec to keep. And we're going to see when Mongolia is going to choose to push. This is actually quite a good matchup, I do have to say, between Mongolia and Montezuma. They both do get extra damage points, and Aztec does have some advantages also. Now we're going to need to see if his sim and his tempo is going to be able to keep up with Mongolia. We've seen some insane stuff coming up from Mongolia, especially with strong spawns. Have you seen Fish Mongolia?
Well, it has to be said that Mongolia will have big trouble finding decent campuses here, so
Yeah,
he may eventually get out something. But that remains to be seen. But just from first impression, I feel like Genghis will struggle to find signs, so he may be tempted to horse wash all in.
Would be the first time somebody does that. I don't think Killayad is usually the type of guy who's doing that, but I mean, I might be wrong. He might change. He might have changed in the past few weeks? Actually months. We haven't streamed Last Day Company in like 2 months or 1 month and a half or something. Anyway, let's actually take a look over here what's going on in the city-state screen, because we're coming up on 37 and we kind of pass through the civilization spawns. We do have Singapore showing up as the single industrial city-state. Vilnius with Antananarivo will be the ones with culture. We do have Hattusa, Bologna with the science. Looks like Vatican City, Jerusalem and Armagh will be the ones providing the religion, or I should say religious benefits. We do have Samarkand and Cahokia for the trade, and that's about it, right? Granada and Akkad. I think we didn't talk about the military powers over here. Akkad is a pretty good city-state. Granada, not that good, I gotta say. Did we talk about all of the strategic availability over here? We didn't. Well, I guess Mongolia will have his forces to the west side, has more forces to the north, no problems. Actually, quite a strong God of Craftsman if I take a look at this. Now we do have him also with pretty good tiles, actually. I mean, other than the campuses over here, he actually has good land to work. A lot of shops, quite a few resources to benefit from. This is one continent, by the way. Not the best thing, but it is what it is.
Oh, did the guy get the builder from Arta? Did they buy?
That's a good question. Let's see if they have more gold. They don't have. They do have more gold, actually. I don't think they bought
on the white side. I think he just got lucky and got it from Hut, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's gonna get his horses improved over here. He got 10 horses also. Lol. Anyway, getting that settled in 2 turns, and of course we do have him with quite a few tutus around him. We're going to need to see. Now, is there a possibility for him to actually trade with... Oh, he can actually trade with Philip II over here. Very nice, very nice. They do need to breach the fog.
Well, technically yes, but honestly, trade routes after cartography, usually no one cares. Like Genghis will probably just bonk into Montezuma and pretty much never reach cartography, so that's it. technicality.
Let's see if that's actually gonna happen, or maybe they're actually gonna be so equal over here, tied. Everybody's gonna try to grab any kind of advantage they can get, right?
I think Chuck's just gonna settle a coastal and Spain's gonna play to him, but we may still be seeing that.
Yeah. CivFR also, bonsoir monsieur, bienvenue, bună seara domnule Descra, bine ai venit, UnderTheGun in the Squadrons, Descra gasping over there, he thought he was German. Yeah, what do you think of UnderTheGun actually switching sides to Freritos de la Vega?
Betrayer!
It is what it is, man, it is what it is.
Obviously, I have to say it, right? So.
Also, CivFR is making a comment that they do allow one non-French player in team in the CivFR Squadrons. Also, this guy is saying he betrayed us. Paul cried for 3 days straight. Oh my god, that's quite a bit of drama over there. Can you imagine? Oh, poor Paul, man. Poor Paul. Anyway. It is what it is. Yeah, let's bounce a little bit. The spawns over here looks like already settled that 2-2, and he's getting his settlers going. He's going to the south, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually going to go for that stone settle. Oh, and actually Mercury settle. Wait a second. Did he actually see the Archetype? He's seeing it now, right? Or did
Yeah, honestly, it's just... Like, what is gonna happen? Probably goes for Mercury settle and then just culture bombs on the 2-1 next to the 1 for the year.
Yeah.
With to stay 1, and then he has a 2-2 with 2 face to work and gonna be happy.
So this one, you're talking about this one, right? Or this
yeah.
One of these.
He's the first one. He's gonna say 1, the first one, and culture bomb the tiles.
Yeah, so he's going to delay quite a bit that culture acquirement for his Pantheon. I did notice, by the way, quite a few players did start to not put that much value on the Pantheon as they did before, especially if they didn't immediately something very, very valuable in their territory to benefit from. So they just didn't pick up a Pantheon until like turn 40-ish sometimes.
Yeah, like at least in my opinion, that's a good thing. That people actually really try hard to optimize the game rather than playing on autopilot. Which, in my opinion, was putting in God King for the most part. Like, people were just used to do it. And then only realized that the Pantheon pick, actually, I don't have a Pantheon I want.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people, like, if they don't see a good Pantheon on their spawn, they will just put in urban planning, and that's completely fine, right?
Yeah. Good evening, matchups. Hello there, sir. Also, Marius is saying also in teamers you can often get a faith pillage on opponents or a bad CS. That is true. That is true. A lot of the times you can pop that faith.
You may as well also have incense or stuff like this, and this goes all into like the plan with you don't really want a fast Pantheon, so you may as well just wait.
Look at that, he actually switched his decision. He's not gonna go for the Mercury settle, he's actually gonna go for the Uranium. Interesting, and probably gonna buy that Seon tile to culture bomb. I don't know, I'm actually quite curious if he's gonna spend that extra gold to get the 2-3 going or not from the Wicked Arch. I do want to move on to Hungary in just a few seconds over here to see his opening moves. We do have him getting the third settler. Pext has been settled in floodplain territory in the northwest. He does have, I should say, quite a few chops on the east side. A bit surprising of his choice to go immediately west side here, but sure. I would have thought he's either gonna go north for the right settler and get that 2-3 deer tile worked, but yeah, it is what it is. I guess he didn't really want to settle on rivers. He does have the extra foot going, and still no campus yet, but he's gonna have writing in 3 turns, so he's gonna have that available option. Big question, again, big question mark if he's gonna go for a campus opening or commercials. Usually players with Hungary do go for commercials, but I've seen quite a bit of few routes being chosen by the players depending on how comfortable they felt in the game. And yeah, there we go. He actually spent the gold on both. He didn't want to wait for the faith acquirement here. That extra faith per turn. And he does have actually quite a few options if he wants to. For example, Garza Festivals has been showing up more and more in the games. Look at how many plantations he has throughout his territory. Get that culture along the signs.
Yeah, but once again, this just links in pretty good with later Pantheon. Like, I mean, usually do not have like the plantations up ultra fast, so you don't really want to work God King for it, but rather like you have like already a couple of plantations improved, and then if the Pantheon comes in, you actually have immediate culture from it, and it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like it's not like your game is dependent on it. Like at this point, it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
for
a
sure, for
nice
sure.
to have thing.
Yeah.
Rather than like if you spawn with 4 horses, like your decision is clear, right? You work the God King, you really want the God of Craftsmen, and that's it, right?
Yeah, true, true. I mean, to be honest, he's getting a bit of a how to say, return on his investment anyway, like a trickle from that 3 gold return that he's getting from the delicate arch tile. So you know, he's gonna get his investment back over here. It's fine. Now we do need to take a look also on Catherine de Medici. Looks like Sprig is gonna want to settle that diamond tile. That's gonna actually put him on the coast, and the biggest question is actually Aztec gonna settle on the coast afterwards. We do have Sprig not knowing of how the territory looks like. Oh, look at this! What is this guy doing here? I do want to take a look at the vision of Montezuma. Okay, Montezuma, he knows this. Ooh. And then on his opponents, they do know he's coastal. They do know he's in a corner. They know he's in a corner.
Did they declare Granada, or where does the builder come from on the Aztec warrior?
Yeah, they probably,
I guess he found Granada already, yeah?
Yeah, he's farming him. It's fine. He can take another, actually. If that warrior attacks into his warrior, he can take another. Anyway,
I mean, if you got a useless city-state in distance to you, it's already kind of a high wall for Aztec.
Yeah, true. MS Don, hello there, sir. Also, maybe Korea plans to religious idols. That's also one of the possibilities I was thinking in my mind. Religious idols on these Mercury tiles would be quite nice to have. But he only has, like, look, counting through this, he only has like 4 of them that he could improve. And he doesn't have any other resource. But yeah, it could definitely be an option. Not really just discounted plaza before commercial. It's a double-edged sword. It makes discounts non-existent. Wait, what are you talking about? There's quite a bit of stuff over there being talked that I don't have the first thread. Hello, sir. Uranium keeps a spot open for a city in between. Yeah, it does. It does. This one on the north. It does create a triangle possible for this river. On Egypt, by the way, you did call out Temenanki, and looks like he's actually going to build it from his second city, not the first one. He's going for, ETPI is going for the northern tile over there, probably the maze, and I do he's getting a builder. He did choose Lady of the Reserve Marshes so quickly, and he has 3 2-wheat tiles to work over there in his capital. In the second city, a lot of 2-2s, but it's still going to take another 10 turns for the city of Swenet to actually finish at Temenanki. Has a wonder? Yes.
There's actually, like the river already flooded insanely well. Like all of the the secondary food is definitely flood on pretty much all the tiles. So good.
Yes, this is beautiful over here. Beautiful for ETPI. I mean, he was crying at the beginning. He lost connection like 2 times, but now I think he should be happy, right? He should be happy with what he has. Now, I'm actually curious if he's gonna go for Temple of Artemis also over here. Let's see. ETPI is going for irrigation in 4 turns and early empire in 5. Okay, maybe not that quickly. Well, if nobody else builds it, why not? You know, you still get it. Let's take a look at Montezuma moving to the north. He did manage to get the builder closer to his city. He's also going to have an ivory easy to improve here. The tobacco is going to be a little bit later with irrigation. And to the south, he can settle a cocoa city to get well tiles also. Not bad. But he's going to have to somehow find an answer for France. And France is going to be quite a bit of a pain in his behind here. If well, it basically nullifies his options to go on the coast and benefit from this possible territory. Like he would have had like at least like 2-3 more cities. No, not good cities, but at least there were some cities, you know, something.
I really like what Sprig is doing, by the way. Like he settles away from Ghandi. Like leaves some the room and goes coastal already.
Yeah.
Like there would definitely be a world where he just goes down and settles the lake or something, but Sprig just secures the coast already. If this makes sense. Was the settle and also leaves
his amenity in the
and also gets an amenity.
Yeah. We do have him with a builder coming up from the city of Paris. I do see him going for his internals. I'm pretty sure commercials are going to be his choice here. Yeah, commercials, currency coming up in 3 turns from Sprig, 8 science, 5 culture. Has a city state to take over Jerusalem to the west side. That's going to be no challenge here. And we're going to need to see how much to the west side he's going to go. He does have quite a bit of territory to go to the west side. And I guess if he does get his logistics up properly, his trade routes, that's not going to be a problem moving an army to the west towards Egypt, the west and to the north afterwards. India here looks like he's putting down his first holy sites, and he did get a +3 with another +2, 3, 4 over here in the city of Delhi. And we do have him with a Pantheon. He did choose River Goddess, so he's getting that extra point of adjacency and the amenity and the housing. We do have a builder coming up in 110 from the city of Delhi, with 1 coming up from Patna. He didn't go for the 3rd settler, and usually that's how actually religious civilizations go for, so they can get the faith generated from an early stage as possible. 11 faith per turn coming up from Ghandi here, but I do have to mention a lot of the times you still get a better tempo if you do manage to get your 3rd and 4th city out before the 4th monumentality kicks in. We do have to take a look at how Mongolia is going to want to play this against Aztec. He definitely does have a challenge in front of him to deal with the Aztec menace. Pompey versus Killayad, it's going to be quite a bit of a show for us. We do have Urumqi coming up with an ivory improved and some horses to the north. He does have a 3rd city moving to benefit from an ivory tile on the east side as well. And we do have him back settling, leaving open a possible settle on the dice tile, which is going to be protected by the hills in the south and of course that rainforest, at least until battleships. So although I don't think anybody is actually going to come on these seas. I do have to mention, you mentioned Catherine de Medici going on the seas there. Well, there is a possibility that he first of all can use his captor to pump out boats if he wants to, with a harbor to the northeast, and put more cities on the coast. The thing is, he might actually get the upper hand on LDK on the other side of the earth. If Hungary is going to keep him busy and he's keeping Spain from actually getting a navy out, there is nothing stopping Catherine de Medici from applying an attack against Spain, unless there is. Oh my god. There is. No, there is not. There is not. There is not. I was right. I'm sorry. I was right.
Oh yeah, he can actually canal, but
he could. But no. I thought this is open. I thought this is open. What is happening with my mind? To be honest, I totally thought this is open. I thought this is how to say, open in the south.
But honestly, the double canal settle is a lot of effort. That
yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you're better off just taking, but not doing it. Oh my god, why is this not happening? The naval, oh my, I didn't want to see one of those, hits that you can see from far away happening, and it starts to build up turn after turn. You see the movement and so on, but anyway, it is what it is. I need to pay more attention to this. In my mind, this was open. Anyway, it is what it is.
It happens. It's fine.
Yeah. It happens. Anyway, let's see. Mongolia is going for bronze working. Actually, he's going to open up with bronze working here. Next to Montezuma is opening with bronze working as well. So, but he did go for campuses first. Actually, like you said, Montezuma does seem like he's going to get the upper hand quite quickly over Mongolia. So I don't think Mongolia is going to have that many chances of actually taking down Aztec here. As in, it's going to be 1 attack, maybe 2 attacks, and if he doesn't manage to get in the 2nd attack at the latest, he's just going to be overwhelmed with technology here.
Yeah, like what Aztec really want to do here is just outsum the Genghis and pretty much ignore him. So he just does the campus opening into discounted encampment, get the units up, and then will try to keep simming instead of actually wanting to kill the Genghis, just outsim him. Yeah, it's the proper way to do it.
Yeah, we'll see if Killayad is gonna smell danger here and is gonna put some simming pads on him. We'll see. We still are waiting to see all of the squad being gathered here, but I think we should be fine. Usually in a 4v4 setup, there's no issue to get the first one. Okay, massive commercial spam coming out from Sprig. We do have India getting his 3rd city. No 4th one in Panama, but I'm pretty sure after the shrine is going to finish, he's going to put that one there. I do see Divine Spark actually chosen by Korea. Divine Spark is making a resurgence in the players' preferences over here. It wasn't really bad before, but yeah, it looks like the players are putting more value on it.
Yeah, I mean, Divine Spark is a pick which you pretty much only pick when you have nothing else to pick.
But he had, look at it, he had something else to pick.
Yeah, I agree, and therefore I cannot really agree with the pick. Like, the problem, generally speaking, with Divine Spark as well as War and Plunder is like, you like unless it's about the generals, where like the War and Plunders or Admirals, where everything has like kind of quote unquote the same value because it gives you combat bonus. In terms of Divine Spark, where it's usually, in the case of Korea, most about the scientists, it's like there's only a couple of ones you really want, and the rest is getting passed. And the guys you really want, they get projected for. So what usually happens in these competitive games is like people shot a lot of projects in a turn or two, and then the guy you want to have is gone. So all the points, the bonus points you acquire with Divine Spark are kind of useless.
Yeah. Well, sometimes depends. Divine Spark works on amphitheaters, if I remember correctly, right? On great writers.
Yeah, you may get the writer or two as a bonus, but like I'm just like
extra era
I'm not
score
saying
from picking up a lot of great people. That's I mean, that's not a lot of. Maybe you're gonna get like an extra 6 more or something.
I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm just saying like usually there are better options.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to agree. In this case, I would have seen a different option, but I mean, Chuck chose it, and to be honest, as you've seen the players, and I was pointing out, the players have stopped looking at their pantheon as, oh my god, the must-haves, and more try to use their simming abilities, civilization abilities to get those points in. They're a bit. It doesn't make or break the game. Let's say it like this. It doesn't, like a pantheon doesn't make or break the game. Yeah, we do have Hungary with another pantheon, fertility rights, and I do have to say this is a bit sad that fertility rights lost its extra builder over there. It only gives you the extra food that you get from the wheat tiles, rice tiles, cattle tiles, if I remember correctly, also give them. And as you can see over here, we do have Magnus establishing in the city of Buda with monuments coming out from Sejet. I do also notice a 4th and a 5th settler coming out from Buda and Pex, and we do have the connection of the cities slowly building up for Titiits. I would imagine he's going commercials here. Couldn't see coming up in 10 turns, or did he just finish it? I think he actually finished it. He's a bit late on currencies, and he's probably the latest one of them all if he starts it right now in 10 turns. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not possible. I'm pretty sure that's not possible because we already see the commercials coming up here, so he would have had a boost. I think he just finished it. He just didn't pre-place.
Let's have a look at the great persons, by the way. So trader merchant or patient first or anything?
No rush. Great merchant, no. Ooh. I mean, maybe engineer for Imhotep, but that's about it. And I don't think anybody's gonna rush this. And we do have Euclid.
Honestly, Imhotep is very useful for Colosseum. But
yeah, it is. But is it rushable? I think that's the question, right? Are you gonna rush the industrial zones for it? Oh, there we go. We got a pre-planned.
Wisdom totally doable.
Yeah.
And all you pretty much have to do is like just on a 7-pop city, you get one encountered industrial done, do 2 projects, and that's pretty much a free Colosseum. It's 100% worth if you can do it. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, this guy is making a point, adding a point to what we were talking about earlier, to Divine Spark and War and Plunder discussion. They put more passive pressure on grey people. The reason why War and Plunder is more often picked is that there are more impactful early generals, admirals, and merchants than scientists and industrials, and also barely affected by Divine since you don't spam it, besides Germany and Gaul, basically. Guten Abend, Wasserschlange. Hello there, sir. Divine requires building. That's why. Divine actually only on some stuff requires building, if I remember correctly, on writers and scientists or something like that. I don't think it does on industrials.
No, scientists and prophets you get straight away. I think for writers you need amphitheater. But...
yeah. I know there was a bit of a discussion with this. So Holy Site immediately get to the Great Prophet. You can get it for the campus directly. Industrial zone and an amphitheater. So it's only the Great Writer that actually needs the building, nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, what this girl says is obviously also true. Like, I talk more about the point that like the value on admirals and generals is like more spread out, while on like especially scientists, you want to have special ones, not just a scientist.
Yeah.
Which adds to the problem.
Well, I do have to mention, man, I really like how Spain is developing these cities. We do have God of Sea over here for Madrid and Bilbao to benefit from. He's gonna have a fourth city there to the north, and looks like already 431 fish stars are starting to appear here with some campuses opening for Spain. He didn't go commercial harbors first. It looks like campuses is going to be the way here for LDK. He's going to have the good science with decent amount of boost over here in his culture from his pen Russian voice. Government Plaza coming up from Madrid in 110, and of course establishing his Magnus in the capital city for those trade routes to benefit from. Not bad campuses inland as well. An easy +3 over here next to Cordoba, or a +4 if he wants to. Egypt, did he finish Temenanki? Yes, he did. And we do have some sphinxes also being built over here next to the city of Rakedet. A fourth settler coming up from Swenet, and I don't see a fifth one being trained over here in the city of Rakedet. We're probably going to see it soon activated. Still no builder going for that deer tile for the possible Temple of Artemis. He's putting down his commercials, and of course he does have an old faithful settle over here on the east, which he's probably gonna get next. I'm actually quite curious. I really hope he actually knows about this. Let's see. Oh my god, he doesn't know.
Can you actually settle on the Wonder? I don't like.
No,
you can
I
obviously
don't
settle
think
on
so.
geothermal.
No. It's only one single wonder that I think you can settle on, as in right on smack on it. It's the how to say, the coastal wonder.
Cliffs of Dover, yeah?
Yeah, Cliffs of Dover, yeah. One and the planter gives points from encampment and commercial buildings needed. That is true. So the requires a building, but some require first parabolico. It's only the writer points require the amphitheater to be increased. That's it on Divine Right. Everybody else just needs district.
I'm also pretty sure this was a BBG change, because it was too obnoxious on Greece. Yeah. When you put like 6 or 7.
I mean, you just need to build cities and get a half-cost theater square down. That's it.
Yeah. You just saw them down and instantly had all the writers. Like, this was too obnoxious.
Yeah. Oh, Mongolia finishes encampment, and I do see him prepared to chop. He's getting actually a triple encampment setup. So what actually Justice was saying earlier with Killayad having one single option, it's actually coming into full view over here. We'll have Mongolia accepting his role in the game, and he is gonna try to get every kind of advantage he can get against Aztec. This is not gonna be easy. Aztec is actually quite a hard nation to fight. We do have... Yes.
Aztec also has, like, what is often forgot about Aztec, he actually has 50% production towards melee units, and generally speaking, you just want to answer Genghis with swords always, because he can capture your horses.
Yeah.
And Aztec has a especially easy time against that, yeah.
Well, I do want to put the prediction up on the screen over here, so let's actually see what everybody thinks about winning this game. Who's gonna win this game? We do have Freritos de la Vega on the left side with Sprig, Pompy, UnderTheGun, and Titiits. On the right side, Killayad, LDK, Chuck, and ETPI will show up to play from Last Day Company. ETPI moving to the south after putting down his commercials. He's building them quite fast over here, and I do see he didn't improve a single strategic resource, by the way. In the horses to the south of Rakedet are left open. He finally found Old Faithful to the east side, and maybe now he's thinking of well, putting another city over there. Now we do have France getting a boat out to start scouting the coast. He's also getting his government plaza between two of these commercials. I do like that I do see more and more actually commercials being increased with government plaza adjacency. I do have to say a lot of the times actually the players have changed their preferences into putting more value on getting aqueducts and industrial zones placements between the initial 3 cities rather than these perfect like commercial setup and so on and so forth, getting the not prioritizing as much the gold, the initial gold. We do have Temple of Artemis being built here in UnderTheGun's territory, and he's gonna take it away from ETPI. Delhi is gonna be quite a strong city. We do have Moksha established. I do see hanging gardens being set up in Panna, and looks like he not only got his 4th and the 5th settler out, but of course he has quite a few wonders on the way. This is pre-1030. This is a pretty good advantage coming up for UnderTheGun here. He also got a religion. Man, this guy did so many things at the beginning of the game. Look at this. Oh.
Yeah, also late. The guy.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm actually surprised.
Why? He's only missing the food. That's it. He could have gone for the food instead of stupas.
In this position, I would have expected Wonder Religion. Because the guy is gonna build every wonder in the game. Like he has pyramids, he has hanging guns, he will have Artemis, he will have all the desert wonders. He will probably build stuff like Colossus as well to trade. So like the guy is full backline and will threat culture victory. So
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like he will build every wonder in the game, and therefore I do know for a fact that he is a big fan of the China religion. So I'm actually surprised that he doesn't go for it.
That is true, but he might die at some point before his culture victory because of Korea to the west side. I'm pretty sure Korea over here is also going to be quite a bit of a beast. I'm not convinced Hungary is going to have the teeth to actually go so far in the south to tickle Korea over here and stop him from simming. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Chuck get all of this land very, very well improved. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I mean, that's obviously possible, but in the mind of UnderTheGun, like Sprig is his bodyguard, right? Like he doesn't have
for sure. Yeah, he's gonna just throw Sprig in the front. Yeah, and I'm actually curious if Sprig is gonna pick up some city over here in the southwest. It's not a good city, so immediately we're gonna notice it. Anyway, let's actually take a look at the golden ages. We're coming up on 1031, and we do have.
has joined the round table.
Hello, PermaBlitz. Thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. I'm not sure exactly where you saw it. It's a 3 versus 4, but it is kind of a 4 versus 4. We do have India here, free simming. He's the only one very far away from everybody else that he's not going to get attacked at the beginning. Even Egypt might actually get attacked over here by France to the south. Of course, there's a water barrier between them, so it needs to go around. I'm pretty sure there's going to be fighting going on between Mongolia and Aztec, and we already have an archer attacking one of the Aztec Eagle warriors, trying to push him back. More settlers coming in, and Wall of Throne beginning set up over here by Killayad. I do have to mention, it kind of looks like his timing is more towards K6 than anything else. He's going to want to focus that particular moment of the game rather than the initial horse attack that he could have done against the Aztec. We do have also on the west side Hungary with Spain that are gonna trade punches over here at the moment. Both of them are simming and getting their territory down. I do and of course acquire them improved. We do have them trying to also figure out what each other is doing. And one of the very important things, and maybe Justice can comment a little bit on this, because we don't have a lot of the times talk about this, and I'm pretty sure we need to talk about more. What is the value that you put on scouting your opponent, Justice?
Well, especially Genghis, especially against Genghis, it's obviously completely skyrockets. Like, you simply have to see a city of the enemy guy to just put a spy there. Especially against Genghis. Like, this was like it's totally worth to suicide 1 or even 2 units to see a city, because you simply have to make it happen somehow. Yeah, true. You need to. And of course, knowing if he has any camo or not, knowing how much garrison defense he has, like all of that information is coming out from one single city view. You need to open it up. Yeah, like for example, Aztec here, like if he saw city strength of Genghis, he could tell if the guy, like you can also just look at the military score up there. But if the guy starts chopping horses and stuff like this, it's kind of an early warning system if you're a good player. If you see a city of your opponent, and that's actually a very good thing to point out, and at some point I'm sure Pompey will make it happen somehow. But yeah, that's actually pretty much a blunder here. It's totally worth telling your team to buy a unit or something early on to scout the enemy. because this should be top priority.
Yeah, I agree. The visibility over your opponent is extremely important. I mean, you can get your information in multiple ways, but some ways are much easier than others. For example, knowing if somebody has an encampment, sure, you can take a look at the great general points. Knowing if they do have, like you said, a lot of military, you can take a look at the military numbers. But you don't actually know the quality of those military units or get some other benefits that you would get if you do see the city. And knowing exactly like 1 turn or two turns before your opponent starts to move an army or something, also I find it extremely valuable. That extra 2 turns might actually mean a few more units that you can get out of your cities and already start repositioning towards the front line, so you can defend yourself a little bit better. Also, Marius BW, in this game, the visibility basically only matters for Black Queen and for seeing wonders. Well, let's actually see if the players are not are gonna find themselves in some situations in which a little bit of extra visibility would have helped so much. I've seen it so many times, so I wouldn't be surprised about it. We do have Sprig with Pen Russian Voice Golden Age on France, and I do see he started improving his plantations quite early. He doesn't have a pantheon, and look at this. This is, I guess, a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier, Justice. France just didn't consider the Pantheon bonus worth it to actually give up on that +1 production that you get for the God King card.
Yeah, and I agree with it. Like, there's no obvious good Pantheon. Like, maybe you can go off plantations later on here if you get it for free. Like, the guy has like 6 plantations. Like, if it's still open, nice to have.
Yeah,
if not, then not, right?
Yeah, and the extra production allows you to make the commercials faster, get everything built a little bit faster. It's actually a big bonus at the beginning of the game. It adds up every time.
Yeah, but also one has to understand, like, at this point, 6 culture is more like a nice to have rather than like really good.
Yeah. The plantation here was Giga. It is good. It's still good actually. What, 6 plantations easily, 7 easily to acquire. Already he has like 5 of them improved. Pompey coming up with a Pen Russian Voice Golden Age on Montezuma. We do have him still on 3 cities, got his forces out, and it looks like Mongolia to the northeast is starting to expand, trying to mirror as much as possible Aztec. We do have also Warlord's Throne coming up in Tenochtitlan. I think actually Aztec might be mirroring Killayad rather than Mongolia mirroring Aztec. We do have Aztec with much better requirement of science, 19 science with 29 culture. Pen Russian Voice giving him the culture from his districts. Man, he does have very good campuses, a +3 here and another +4 over here next to Teotihuacan, a +2 in Tenayuca, and yes, that can be doubled with the double card a little bit later on. He's also getting Pingala in the city of Teotihuacan with Moksha established in Tenochtitlan. Did get God of the Forge as a pantheon, so he's gonna get some extra bonus production towards units of the classical era. I think ancient as well, right? You get ancient and classical. Anyway, now we do have UnderTheGun with Ghandi, Monumentality Golden Age, easy choice for him. He did start to spam these wonders, Temple of Artemis, Hanging Gardens, and the upcoming pyramids from Madurai. He did choose a religion, which was something that I did put on the screen, but didn't actually talk that much. He has work ethic, shrines and temples will provide him the extra production intrinsic to their faith output. Basically, what that means is shrines will give him 2 extra production, with temples coming up with 4 extra production. We do have lay ministry, each holy site will give him an extra +2 faith, and each theater square will give him an extra +2 culture, and stupas will give him the 3 faith and 1 amenity for each of these built buildings. That's gonna be quite a bit of a production powerhouse over here on India, but I tend to agree with Justice. I think he definitely needs to go tall here, and maybe work ethic might not be the best choice that he could have made. But anyway, we'll see how UnderTheGun is just gonna get everything going. It looks like he's prioritizing getting his theater squares going. I do see he's getting quite a few of them next to this Temple of Artemis that he built, so he gets the extra adjacency, and this is gonna be a +4 between Hanging Gardens and Temple of Artemis.
Yeah, they're all discounted, by the way, as well.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah,
And
it's a nice look.
I do see he's opening up the vision between his cities and of course the French cities, and also will probably try to scout around the east side here to see exactly how the coast looks like and what kind of possibilities they will have. They can actually trade with Pompey. Oh, I just realized. Oh my god, I was talking earlier, but Pompey is their ally, right? So he could definitely settle quite a few cities here. No problems. I'm pretty sure Egypt is not going to come on this southern side, right? So it's fine. He's actually, Pompey is going to have quite a few cities. Not very good cities, I do have to mention. Not very good cities. But there's still a few more cities. Oh, hello, Mongolia. Anyway, we do have Titiits with 13 science and 25 culture. Matthias Corvinus is gonna be here with already 5 cities. We do have markets coming around from him, and he is making 4 great merchant points a turn, while France is on 4.6. I do see him putting down a few campuses, a +3 next to the mountains, and another one +3 over here next to Debrecen, and I think that's from PEX actually. We do have Buddha also putting his government plaza in a spot that I'm actually a bit surprised of. I can understand that, of course, he wanted to get a stronger campus here next to Egypt, but I would have thought that his government plaza will be placed next to a river, and especially opposite of Buddha, so he can actually use that extra production bonus towards that. I guess he didn't care. He did choose audience chamber as the initial building, but he never finished it actually. Never finished it.
I'm surprised as well, though.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see if that choice is I mean, that's, I guess, that just some extra production. I think he's actually wanting to prepare for industrial setup over here. We're probably gonna see aqueduct, industrial, and then something in between, maybe like a how to say, theater square.
Oh, no, there's no way that the guy goes for industrial setup in his position. And like, if he does, I think it's completely in. But the thing is, you just want to have a government plaza cost river for the building bonus. The big thing about Hungary is actually not like that it's the district cost, but also the building cost. So you can chop out like things like audience and intelligence agency in like half the time. Which is like
it's a
an
very
insane
big
bonus.
Yeah,
He just profits here,
do have to mention, I was watching the score here between Pompey and Killayad, and I do see Pompey just exploding, 37 science and 33 culture, while Killayad is still on 16 and 27. Looks like Pompey did manage to also put up quite a bit of a garrison here to the north of Teotihuacan, while Mongolia still struggles to get a unit on the map. But I do see Killayad is first of all going to benefit from the pen bash and voice bonuses. He does have campuses coming out of the build queues of Urumqi and Aksu, and well, he's struggling to actually get us as strong as possible. We do have also +3 luxury attack bonus on the units of Aztec against Mongolia, and it looks like, oh my god, Killayad, man. Like, to be honest, I thought he's actually gonna put the city where the horse was initially, to the north, like in a defensive position. He just went a full in the face of Pompey here. No respect. Okay.
I honestly think that's insane.
I mean,
it's just insanity. Like, he's not even securing the tiles so hard.
Yeah, you don't want it to be in the face. Exactly, right in the face. Oh my god. Okay, well, we'll see. We do have.
I guess this is one of the plays where, like, if it works out, he looks genius, but if he loses the city, he looks like an idiot. So it's very polarizing. Let's say that.
Yeah. Well, he did finish Wall of Throne earlier, and I do see him getting some more builders out and the horses in the meantime. We did have also Aztec finishing up his Wall of Throne, his government plaza. We do have also LDK, Philip II, 25 cents, 35 culture, next to Titiits is 17 and 30, 5 cities out for Spain. He has a few horses next to Cordoba, and it looks like he might actually try to do some raiding attacks against Hungary to try to get a feel of Hungary's defense and what is to come. We do have also him putting down Pingala in Cordoba. I do see in the city of Madrid he did manage to get another settler in the build queues, and I do notice he actually went for commercials, not harbors. We're gonna have him with quite a few commercials here. 1, 2, this one, Tolida did actually go for a campus over there, not commercial. interesting choices for placements. And why is this? Oh my god, why did he set Kek W, man? Le campus plus 4 mama. Okay, I guess he gave up on the campus. It is what it is, man. I don't know why he gave up on the campus, but he gave up on the campus.
I don't know about that. But it probably just happened, and then he realized for himself why he renamed the city. But like this is what the timer sometimes does for you, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sometimes you just do stupid things, and the second later you realize for yourself, oh, I made a big mistake, right?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest,
I guess this is one of these cases.
You know how many times it happens to me on stream as well, like to in phrases, in just plain phrases. You know, sometimes you wanna say something and you're convinced that is the truth, and then you realize Pikachu, that's not it. But you realize it yourself. You know, it just takes a few seconds until you realize it.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. Trojan Man, good evening, sir. He's gonna have a +3 campus instead of +4, not a big deal. Yeah, but the +4 campus, man. +4 campus.
Honestly, I'm very surprised about the commercial choice. Like he got that. Like he definitely got Egypt on commercials already.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're putting more pressure on the merchants.
You will just lack a lot of housing with this decision.
Yeah.
Like Toledo's gonna struggle, the bottom. Like Madrid and Bilbao at least fresh water, but the other two will just struggle on housing a lot without lighthouse.
Well, he's getting granaries, which, you know, I'm not really a fan of, especially pre-turn 50, but I guess he's going to try to get some housing from something. Anyway, he is also attacking Eger, and I do see that city is going to get the help of a horseman next turn, which is going to allow him to get much better garrison defense. It looks like LDK did try to shift center, but unfortunately, by the time he actually did end his turn, well, the horse of Hungary did go into the city of Eger and beefed up that garrison health. So it is a bit too strong even for these horses to punch through. He does need to put it under siege and attack it from multiple sides. I do see also Chuck, Pen Russian Voice Golden. She didn't manage to attack Antananarivo right before our eyes and take it down. He actually settled quite a few cities here, 2, 4, 6 at the moment, with by the looks of it also quite a few horses going to the southeast somewhere. I'm not sure if he actually wants to keep on scouting to see what is where his opponent will be. And we do have also traders coming from Gwangju and some granaries in Gwangju. He did get his library in one city. Did anybody pick Hypatia? Probably somebody picked up Hypatia. Yeah, Korea did pick up Hypatia. Also, we do have some generals, one from Aztec, one from Mongolia, and I do see Mongolia at the moment is on 4 great general points a turn, with Korea making 0, Hungary on 0, Aztec on just 1 point. Okay, so they worked the card for a few times, but they didn't actually follow it up with anything. We do have also ETPI with a Pen Russian Voice Golden Age on Cleopatra, 22 science and 29 culture. It looks like Egypt over here is getting his settlers going from Swenet and Rakedet. I do see he actually settled there in the south and got Wolots, no, Ancestral Hall. Okay, I was a bit confused for a second over there. Oh, he lost pyramids. Oh my god, he lost the pyramids. Wasn't he building the pyramids? Yeah, he was building the pyramids, I'm pretty sure. Did India get it? Yeah. Greedy UnderTheGun takes pyramids from his opponent over here. Do you think it would have been interesting for India to actually work a religion that actually gives him advantages from converting his allies over here? He has like 2 allies that he could easily convert.
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of the go-to on Ghandi here is, like, I guess just Zen with something.
Yeah.
But, I mean, UnderTheGun just has different ideas here. Like, I think in this position, everything is pretty fine. You can just play for the team and go like Zen Stewardship, what most people would do.
Yeah.
I think Wonder Religion and go for Culture, Victory Threaten here is totally fine as well. Like, he choose to go Worth Ethic and yeah, Ulan, but yeah, this is why I called it insane.
This is that time you are talking about. You feel like you feel stupid. Yeah, when you do this.
Yeah, the city is dead,
this,
no? Already.
Yeah.
He still has movement on the horses.
Yeah, that city's gone. I guess he's worried that he might lose the horse attacking into it. Well, I don't think there's enough strength. But anyway, it is what it is. We do have Mongolia gearing up with more horses. Looks like Aztec is getting some pikemen out so fast. This will nullify Mongolia's advantage against him. And to be honest, I was thinking of Mongolia's timing, because you can't really do this against an experienced player, as in go in a mid timing. You don't go for the earliest timing for the horses, but you try to attack a little bit later, but before you get your knights or coursers out. That in between over there just is a recipe for disaster most of the time, because your opponent will probably have a decent amount of army to defend and a position to defend from. And yeah, there we go. That's just a free set of that Pompey just got from Killayad. That is quite unfortunate. It's gonna be a bigger uphill battle from here on out.
Yeah, and I mean, the guy will just keep the city. Right? Like, there's no reason to...
Oh, he just killed 2 units, and you did see he captured one of the horses of Aztec, and then that horse was forced to attack another horse. Yeah, I mean, you know, let's see what's going on over here. Killayad is making quite a bit of a splash, and you know what I'm worried about? Aztec is not getting reinforcements on the way. It will take quite a bit of time for the pikemen to get there. He has only 4 horses, 2 of them really beaten up.
I'm actually surprised that he doesn't just go for Zeus.
It's Aztec or Mongolia?
Aztec, obviously.
Aztec, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's only on 3 cities. There's not a lot of production to go around, to be honest. I mean, you know, you need to make like priority choices.
Zeus itself was already like 140% production. Like, if you just compare it to the spearmen and archers you get, it's just always worth to build in a position like this.
Yeah. Aztec is on many times already with no pre-builds. Yeah. Well, I mean, he does have 1 pre-build, and it's right in on the doorstep of Ulaanbaatar. To be honest, he could actually upgrade this. It's 140 gold right now, because he doesn't have mercenaries, and that's actually quite a bit of gold to acquire. Do they have the gold? They do have it. Yeah, they're giving actually Titiits the gold. What's happening on Titiits' side? Is he gonna actually get the opportunity to grab a city? Maybe Cahokia here? Oh! I mean, it's fine, right? It should be fine. Sprig is just gonna shift enter that. No, he didn't set his.
Sprig is a dirty fast mover. He will just kill the scout.
Yeah. Going directly for the source, man. Oh, and another one. What is going on in this game? Look at that. Another settler is being attacked by a warrior over here. What is going on? There's a Mariano Chiritarcher coming up from Sweden next, and I do see Egypt has some builders to chop, at least one over here to the north. Now, I do also notice he's getting Liang over there in that Temenaki city, which is giving him a big boost in science, and of course production. Yeah, we do have to take a look at the war here. Looks like Mongolia did manage to get a few more horses to attack into his opponent. By the looks of it, the city of Ulaanbaatar will probably be taken down. I do see Aztec lost another horse, and Mongolia's troops just look a little bit more up to the challenge of taking down these Aztec units, as well, at least of course until pikemen come out. When pikemen come out, that's gonna be how to say, the party over, basically. You know, the DJ starts to play like slow songs, and you see people leaving and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, actually, maybe this was Killayad's plan all along. Like, bait the guy into keeping the city and
commit more resources there. You know? Yeah, and then give him some free horses, you know. Anyway, we do have him getting his orders down, and I do see the city of Ira did put down a campus and not one of these encampments. He only has 3 cities with encampments. Library coming up in Axum in 410s, and I do have to say Killayad didn't actually get up that much science with 22 and 31. He did establish Urumqi, I do say Pingala in Urumqi, and well, he's getting his city back right now. It doesn't look like Aztec is going to have the strength out of these units to actually punch out that city again, and we're going to need to see if he's going to get out alive with these horses to the north. I'm pretty sure Killayad, there we go. He's actually blocking the pathway for Aztec to get back to his own cities. Okay, okay. I mean, there's quite a bit of a back and forth. A trade is showing up over here. A horse for a horse just happened. That's not bad for Aztec. And it looks like he's turning his cities into pikeman factories. Where is that gold going to from Hungary? Hungary, I'm pretty sure bought something or levied something or did something. Where did he do something?
Well, that's a good
I
point.
guess it's easier to actually take a look at the city states. Hungary is being played by Titiits. Titiits is anybody? Titiits? No, he doesn't actually have a
He's
single
on
Suz.
Akkad. He is on Akkad.
He's on a what?
Akkad.
Oh, a cat. What is a cat? Here. I mean, he got 2 warriors. All that fuss for 2 warriors? No.
He
Okay,
sends
it's
them
fine.
home, though. Also
What?
not an Egypt land.
I mean, maybe you know, but yeah. I mean, I guess he's gonna see Armagh. I don't know if he actually knows about Armagh.
The Circle of Shame is probably just pyramids, which under
Yeah,
the gun
that's pyramids. Yeah. On Madurai gun. I talked about this. Yeah. Now we do have also Barrington Crater. I didn't mention this. It's a very bad, but it is what it is. Very bad wonder. It does give you that extra 10% production towards space race projects if you own that tile in the city. But who's gonna care about that one, right? You get the projects going in your main cities, not on the edge cities. I do also want to point out that we do have basically two sides opposite of the map that do have opposite results over here from different teams, or I should say a matchup from different teams. We do have LDK, for example, with the science advantage that Montezuma has over Mongolia, over Hungary. You see the difference over here. LDK 49 science, 42 culture. We do have Titiits on 25 and 48. While on the other side, we do have Pompey 38 32 versus Killayad 24 and 32. We do have an advantage for Mongolia when it comes to the units that he's going to get to out in the next part of the game. Yes, these pikemen will probably have an advantage against Mongolia's troops, especially when those Keshiks come out. The pikemen get their extra +10 when defending against Keshiks or when attacking into Keshiks. Actually, by the looks of it, the pikemen can deal with the horses very, very easily over here. And Killayad still needs quite a few turns to get to stirrups. He's going to be boosted by LDK. I do see, or ETPI, depends on what you want. I do also notice we're starting to get to the feudalism timing when the players will get the possibility to get the extra +2 builder charges card, which is usually used by the players. Like this timing overall is used by the players to pre-build a lot of builders. You can see it happening over here in the Korea's territory. He's getting these with the 30% off card and not letting them finish. They're being kept on one turn to finish, then switching to feudalism until of course he can actually get all of these builders with the +2 charges. Aztec is also going for machinery. He's going to develop a crossbow technology over here to the north of Teotihuacan, where he does have multiple archers coming out of his cities and new pikemen that are going to join the fight. I do have to mention he doesn't have a big land to close over here. He only has like 5 tiles with maybe some 1 tiles. The
horse got in.
He got
Also,
in.
the flanking horses might get campus villages.
Yeah, he's actually getting in. Look at Killayad getting the trader. Very nice. And he's going to get probably the mine as well. Let me see. No, he's gonna get attacked. This pikeman might actually get the kill. And it looks like Mongolia over here finding pikeman is finding out that fighting pikeman is definitely not good for his horse health. Now we got a surprise over here. You're talking about Sprig's option to go to the west side here. First of all, he did take Jerusalem to the west, but I do have to mention you did point out that he didn't actually settle a city towards India. Well, now he did actually. He settled 2 cities towards India, leaving India on 246 of his own, and we're probably gonna see maybe a 7th at some point, but it's so bad I wouldn't actually settle it. So yeah, India on 6 cities. That's it. Oh my god, that's it. That's not
Sprig ancestral, yeah, which I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
I don't really agree with, to be honest. Like, what? Like what I would have expected from here, from Sprig is like he goes like 5 cities and then he sends like the usual BQ cursor timings on Korea, on Egypt, and Greece, whatever he can.
Yeah.
But maybe they figured as UnderTheGun is going for is mainly going for CV. They want another strong guy simming up for late game, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we do have 6 more turns until the next golden age, and we're going to need to see what kind of era score they're gonna get. I do have to say Spain. Sorry?
I'm just saying I will write it down. I'm just writing down a couple of questions for post game. This is definitely one of these.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, plus. I do have to say, by the way, UnderTheGun is getting away with a lot of production and faith generation. He's 27 science, 62 culture. Not that impressive. Of course, the culture just jumped up to 81, so that is impressive. I do have to mention he finished quite a few good wonders, pyramids with Oracle, with Temple of Artemis and Hanging Gardens, and he has 148 production with 130 faith a turn. He's approaching the 200 production mark in total over here, and as you can see, he's approaching also improving almost all of his tiles very, very quickly. Of course, after he got his feudalism timing, all of these builders do come out with 6 charges, plus the one that he gets from pyramids.
Yeah, you also have to remember the 81 culture is monumentality culture, right? So it's not Fender.
Yeah, that's true. There's no culture coming out of these districts. He's getting another city though. Look at that. He's actually gonna settle Barringer Crater. I don't think is he gonna go so far to the west. I don't think he's gonna go further to the west. But anyway, I guess he's craving for cities here, and I can definitely relate to that. We do have harbors coming from Delhi and Jabalpur. A bit surprised that he's getting one commercial from Pana, but I guess it is what it is. It's only going to be a +2 over here. We do have Calcutta with Temple coming up in 6 turns, and Deskra made quite a comment earlier about Spain's choice to go for commercials, and of course we did touch upon this subject as well. I do have to say that I do agree with also his opinion over there. It does feel like harbors, if you commit to the coast like this, it does seem like harbors would have been a much better choice. And when I say commit to the coast, settle a lot of coastal cities. Well, one of the good things that's happening for him is nobody gonna actually attack into him coastally. So, and I'm pretty sure LDK knows. I'm pretty sure they scouted to the south over here, and they know the land is closed. Oh, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Okay, in the era score tab, we do have Sprig with 39 out of 48 points. He did manage to put down his chateaus over there for the extra culture and gold. I do see, oh my god, I just clicked it off. Anyway, I was clicking off buttons over there and I clicked off who got a relic. I guess we can find it out somehow. We do have Spring also choosing goddess of festivals for the Pantheon. He's gonna get his theater square in 2 turns from the city of Paris, which is gonna be an easy +4 over there and getting him that extra era score that he desperately needs. And I gotta say, he's getting a lot of culture coming out from his improved plantations. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8 culture per turn comes out just from these plantations improved. Now we do have more plantations coming up on the east side, and by the looks of it, he's gonna get quite a few commercials built up with their markets. He does have at the moment 5.7 great merchant points a turn, while Hungary is on 10.3 and Egypt is on 6.9. We do need to take a look at Pompey. Montezuma here is looking like he's gonna be in a dark age. He's 38 points out of 41, and he doesn't have unique units to build over here. He has some unique buildings, but my god, who's gonna actually take the time to build one of those entertainment complexes, right? For the
regarding Colosseum.
Yeah, but it's not happening. I do have to say, Mongolia pillaged his campuses. This is big. This is taking down, this is grabbing Montezuma by the shorts and dragging him down, so Killayad can actually catch up in the science screen. Look at that. He actually, by pillaging these campuses, he actually caught up with the science. Not in the total tab, but he caught up in the science.
He's already at cash 6. Like, I don't think
he needs coursers, he needs other stuff now.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, pillaging is always good, and you will get pillage on the second one as well.
Yeah.
Just saying Genghis already kind of has what he needs.
Keshik Factory online. Yeah.
That's all the guy is gonna do this game.
Yeah. And look at that, he's actually fighting these Aztec pikemen with just his horses and his archers. Man, this is a man of steel, what can I say?
I mean, on the bright side, I guess if Genghis forward settles you like this, you don't have to worry about scouting him.
Yeah, true. Well, the Keshiks are gonna come out soon from Urunkiem Korakorum. I see Aksu also building that. ETPI is actually gonna get the builder here with the I would say the last chop of the builder, the previous builder, and I do see he's gonna get the, unfortunately, to run away from the slinger. That slinger is coming very close up and personal, and I'm pretty sure this horse needs to be deployed to get that out of the way. And I do have to mention, I find it very hard to believe that the Keshiks will actually get to like delete pikemen, but to be honest, the move that came out from Killayad into the territory of Aztec over here against him, pillaging his campuses and taking advantage of some weaknesses that Montezuma left out for him to exploit, it looks like he's actually grabbing Pompey over here quite a bit. I'm not that convinced that Pompey is actually going to survive in the long term.
Yeah, the way the matchup goes until this point, like, generally, I believe Pompey should have been fine here, but it looks like he is just getting outplayed by Killayad.
Oh, there's another thing, very important thing happening. Egypt is pushing into Granada's territory, and I do see he settled Edfu right in the face of Montezuma. They might actually attack into Tenayuca from the west. And I do have to mention, these are Mariano Chet archers, and oh my god, they have the same penalty, right, as the Keshiks. They do have the same penalty as the Keshiks.
Yeah, it's just like an FFA, like the Egypt smells weakness, so he sends some troops as well.
Yeah, true. And another one goes down, another pikeman. And remember, it takes so long for Aztec to actually get the new ones on the front line. 3 turns from Tenayuca, Teotihuacan is 6 turns. So it looks like Mongolia sacrificing some of his horses into this battle over here is giving him quite a few advantages, especially since he has new units coming up on the battlefield. I don't want to take a look at the era score here for everybody, since we're coming up very close to the next era. 2 turns to go, and bam, we're gonna see this happening. I do have a question here. Marius BW is saying the issue is he is never getting intel. You mean for Mongolia? Yeah, I doubt that he's actually gonna get the intel advantages over Aztec, or maybe, I mean, I guess it depends on how he's gonna play this. But yeah, it feels unrealistic to think that. But Abuliko is also saying it's available at the point you don't need, though maybe for someone trying to catch up. Wait, what are you talking about? When was the last time you saw that wonder? What wonder are you talking? Oh, the Amundsen Scott station. Oh, that's yeah. When is the last time you saw that wonder, Justice? We got a big question here.
I don't know, I think I built it once in an AI game because it was cool. Other than this, I considered the founder completely useless.
Yeah, it was yeah, I get it. By the way, we do have India settling Hyderabad actually next to the mountains in a non-freshwater position, KW. I do see him putting out his holy site next to the river to get that extra +2 going, and looks like he might actually get the city of Singapore also. He has a few horses being deployed to that city center so he can take it down. We do have also to take a look at UnderTheGun, the 70 out of 57. He's gonna get his golden age. Titiits here does need 3 more points to get the golden age. He's 45-48, and I do see him getting a bigger and bigger army, and I do see Spain over here is not really I would say picking up the tab over here. Oh, I see what Spain is doing. This is gonna be a conquistador attack. I see what he's doing. Getting so many warriors and the swordsman pre-builds. Let's see in the tech side. Where is LDK? Ironworking, divine right, 80 science and 59 culture versus Titiits 55 and 61. And I do have to mention LDK does have the bigger. No, he doesn't. Actually, he doesn't have the bigger production. It's Titiits that has the bigger production. And looks like he didn't go for that industrial setup over here. He did go for the encampment in between. Yes, he still actually can go for the industrial setup a little bit later. But what he did was settle a lot of cities, which is if he does manage to withstand the conquistador attack, it will help him so much in the mid to late part of the game. Now, of course, given that he's actually gonna defend the conquistador attack, that's not gonna be easy.
Generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, you can only go for industrial setups if you at least expect your free sim for at least 70 turns. Then it makes sense. But because it's not only you kind of sacrifice the district slot for it, and then you need to go longer, and it really starts shining when you hit industrialization, etc., etc. So you really have to be the free simmer as late game insurance to go for industrial. Other than this, you usually cannot afford it.
I do also notice the city has been taken down, by the way. Ulaanbaatar has been razed to the ground by Pompey. It just doesn't want to handle that pressure again. And I do see the first Keshik was coming up onto the field just as it happened. Also, Mongolia lost all of its horses. He's going to need to rebuild, and I'm pretty sure knights are going to be his choice next time. We do have some Aztec and pikemen also defending the southern choke here, so he doesn't get pillaged again. Needs to be very careful now. Killayad got some breathing room, but he needs to use it wisely. Oh, he lost the builder. How did he lose the builder? Oh my god.
Probably first moved on another one, then he forgot about it. It happens.
Oh, it is what it is. Anyway, we do have to take a look at the score, right? So, actually, we didn't go into golden, dark, and golden. Chuck is in a dark age here. I really hope it's not gonna be. Oh my god, it's monasticism.
Definitely, yeah.
It is definitely monasticism, right? Oh my god, look at the holy sites coming around from Korea. 1 and a 2 and a 3. He's chopping them down. He's so quick on this. He's chopping them down.
Honestly, in this position, I like it.
Yeah.
Because what Chuck kind of sees, in my books, his main matchup here is kill BQ, kill Ghandi.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
And this will probably be what Monasticism kind of opens up here is okay, he sees Ancestral of France, he is simming, Ghandi is simming anyway, so you may as well just all into helicopter timing or whatever he's gonna choose, just to go there, and they will probably have nothing to answer him.
Yeah. Or an extreme amount of units to stop any kind of attack like that. Yeah, I agree, and we're going to need to see how much science he's actually going to get. At the moment, he's only 71 and 32, and I'm pretty sure we don't have the card in yet. No, we don't have the card in yet. If you guys are wondering, by the way, for the viewers that do not know what we're talking about Monasticism card. It's a strategy being played out, so you get a lot of science from the cities that do have a holy site, but you do get a penalty of 25% culture, so that's actually quite costly. Now, looking at the cities of Korea, we do have him getting new settlers, pumping out quite a few holy sites, so he can actually prepare for that monasticism card. And I do have to point out that we do have 2 minutes as a pause, so we're gonna come back after these 2 minutes are up. Let me actually see if I'm first slot or second slot here. I don't know. I'm second. Okay. So we're coming back in 2 minutes. Yeah, be right back. You wanna talk to the stream? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just reading chat here. The thing about monasticism is it kind of accelerates obviously your science. You ignore industrialization and everything. You kind of forfeit your sim. You just wash through bottom tree, so you can have a lot faster tanks or helicopters or whatever you want. And by this, you just can create a big advantage. Especially if you have a culture guy and the guy going ancestral next to you, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. This will take another probably 20 to 25 turns, but then the helicopters in Ghandi's land will tell you why you went monasticism. I see very high chances for Chuck deciding the game with this. Like, assuming nothing else happens that makes one team or another CC. But I think that's actually a big play from Chuck here. What else is there? Not that much. Unfortunately, can't see.
Sorry.
Oh!
I'm moving.
Egypt
Yeah.
actually waste Granada.
Yeah, he did. That's surprising. Yeah. I do see Mongolia is also trying to push in with those Kesheks, keeping up the pressure on Aztec, so he keeps on building units and not Sim. I do notice Aztec printing coming up in 3 turns, and we do need to take a look at their Congress options. Science City States do not provide a unique suzerain bonus, no buildings in the theater squares, and Ghandi gaining 2 Diplo victory points. I mean, Ghandi over here with no buildings. Oh, he did already build his amphitheaters, and I gotta say, with Oracle and Pingala established, he's already making 10 great writer points a turn, while France is on 1 and nobody else is making points here. We do have him with Foreign Ministry, and this time around he did go for a pen brush and voice Golden Age, not a Monumentality. We do have also Sprig with a Free Inquiry Golden Age. He owns 53 Science and 50 Culture. It looks like he's putting horses in the water, which might disembark right on the Egyptian coast as he gets his coursers upgraded. Let's actually see if he's going 2, 4, 5 with 6 with 7 with a general possible actually attack. Very nice actually surprise attack on Egypt if he does manage to take down Memphis. I'm pretty sure he can actually cut through ETPI's stronghold over here in Sheret and Rakedet. Now we do have also Pompey with a Dark Age, unfortunately for him, but at least he's gonna have an extra +5 that he can use. We do have Titiits with 56 and 60. Looks like Pembrush and Voice Golden Age. He did manage to get quite a few cities and got his Black Armies out. Looks like the Black Armies will need to attack into the Spearmen, which to be honest, I've seen them take down Spearmen, so yeah, it can happen. The upcoming units from Spain though, when the Conquistador is going to come out from Philip II, his education in 1, and he definitely needs Muskeman technology to get it. Singapore has been defeated. Where is this? This is India City. Killayad with a pen brush and voice Golden Age. He's actually keeping his culture bonus, 33 science and 38 culture, losing gold, but I do see it's a bit of a problem on LDK, on Aztec Company. I do see LDK also 86 science with 60 culture, pen brush and voice Golden Age coming up from him. Now we do have LDK over here on the west side, getting his pre-builds going for those conquistadors and moving them to the front line. He did also manage to acquire Abu al-Qasim al-Zaghrawi, and I do notice he's getting a few new traders with foreign ministry establishing in the city of Madrid. He did also get oligarchic legacy. This is the +4 that you get from the card, finishing the building in the government plaza while you are in oligarchy. Wow. Chuck over here, 107 science, 25 culture. To be honest, at this point, it doesn't seem like he's getting that big of a boost from his monasticism.
How long did you actually practice to pronounce the healing scientists? I'm impressed.
Abu? Yeah, I know. I mean, to be honest, like on the stream, and this is something that I personally also enjoy, like trying to figure out exactly the pronunciation of some words and learning how to say different like pronunciation types depending on the culture, the language, and so on. And it's been quite a discussion over here. There's somebody on my stream, Ave Machiavelli. I don't know if you know him, but he's always correcting me. And I mean, I totally appreciate it, because you know it's hard to know every pronunciation and remember exactly how to pronounce it at the moment's notice, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I'm just looking things. Anyway, we do have ETPI also as the last member here with up invasion voice Golden Age 2, 4, 6, 8 cities for Egypt. He's getting heavy chariots out, and he did notice, by the way, the French courser in the water with his builder, and immediately the reaction was to get a lot of heavy chariot pre-built so he can actually get some knights out, so he can withstand an attack from France. Now, France is one of the nations that can actually do quite a bit of damage quickly when it comes to this castle farming. He's benefiting from a free spy, and he's also going to get these coursers. He does have an extra diplomatic visibility over his opponent base from the beginning, so his damage output is going to be a bit greater than normal, or I should say other nations. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Good evening, Machiavelli. Hello there, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? Exactly. There we go. You see, the man of the hour is showing up in the stream chat over here. Justice. I feel like, you know, at some point there's like a hunting move coming, you know, like people actually find stuff to, how to say, to tell me I'm wrong on some way or another. But it's fine. It's fine, you know. It's a big conspiracy. It's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as they're right, that's fair enough, right? Like,
I mean, you know, it helps me improve, and I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
but one has to assume that the viewer actually knows what he's talking about. Like, this is not like it's not necessarily given that your Twitch viewer really knows what he's talking about. Right?
I mean, they have more time than me to actually gather what they're talking about, you know, like it's hard for me to keep up with the game chat, keep up with the stream chat, keep up with whatever events that are going on, and other stuff going on behind the scene, and try to figure out exactly what's you know, the pronunciation of a word or something, you know. It's much easier for them to figure it out.
Yeah, oh, sure, fair enough.
Also, good evening, Guzakimbo. Hello there, sir. Thank you. Anyway, we do have Mongolia showing up with these K-Sheks, more and more K-Sheks, 2, 4, 5 from Mongolia, and I do see his general is over there. He does have another one, El Cid, and finally he's getting some knights in production. We do have IntelliJC coming up from Karakorum, and at the moment he doesn't really have any kind of advantage, or I should say damage advantage against Aztec.
Can you trigger vision?
Yes.
No, actually, never mind.
Which
he took the builder from the bottom city, so he definitely knows about Mongol city now.
Oh yeah, he oh, you mean EDI? He knows about EDI.
Yeah, he definitely scouted us now.
Yeah, but that's in no danger, to be honest. It's on the eastern coast, and it's
Oh yeah, I'm just referring to, like, earlier we talked about that he hasn't seen any Mongol city. Like, if this would still be the case, because Ulaanbaatar has been razed.
Did he? Oh, he sees EDI. Okay, yeah, he sees one at least.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, because the slinger moved in and killed the builder.
Well,
also scouted the city, to put down the spy.
With the sacrifice of that one, we see this happening. Oh, Memphis is gonna get walls. Looks like Egypt over here still needs a bit of time to get his knights out. I do have to point out he does have the technology. He needs the gold, and walls coming up next time in Memphis will probably slow down considerably the attacks of the coursers. There are quite a few of them, and the Egyptian swordsmen with the horses are probably not going to be enough to stop these. These coursers are 59 attack damage with only the one level of extra diplomatic visibility, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have a spy soon showing up in the lands of Egypt, giving France an extra +3. Oh, he has the general advantage also over Egypt. Egypt doesn't have a general for his units. Where is Egypt at? Wow, he's making one great general point a turn, and we do already need 155 points for a general requirement. Oh my god.
Medieval's gone already. Like,
yeah, look,
no
El Cid, Timur, everybody got one. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, everybody except Egypt. So,
yeah.
like, we can just assume that these coursers will do some damage.
Yeah, but to be honest, Egypt is taking this extremely seriously. I like what he's doing, by the way. I really like what he's doing. He's taking this extremely seriously. He knows he can pump out heavy chariots. He knows he has a bit of time left until these coursers arrive to his lands, and he wants to be as prepared as possible. I do see some courses also coming out. He's getting the spy coming out from Apu so he can counter the Catherine de Medici spy. He just needs to join. He can't get it. He can't get one. Anyway, on the west side, we do have Hungary meeting that the wall of Spanish units, and by the looks of it, Spain is going for his military engineering in one turn. I do see also the explosion of science on Czech's empire. He did get to 2, 4, 6, 8 cities. Yeah, soon to be 8 cities. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 cities. Oh my god, he's on 10 cities. And I do see he's getting attacked by Cahokia, by the way, from the east side. A bit unfortunate that Hungary didn't actually take over this city to try to attack Czech. With foreign ministry coming up importance, Czech over here did just pass the 200 science mark, while the next one up from his opponent's team is 101 science on his north, Titiits that is. And this is a bit surprising, by the way. The only one that is having the most science is the one that is on the front line. A bit surprising for Sprig and Pompey. Well, Pompey, no. UnderTheGun, maybe? UnderTheGun, yeah. He's
talking about
lacking the science.
And can you have a closer look at
blood number?
Can you have a closer look at Tattoos and Bologna? I strongly suspect that they are both pocket for
LDK, Czech and Killayad. Yeah, LDK, Czech and Killayad. Nobody knows from their opponents. Let's see.
No, Hattusas actually Zeus.
No, they know.
And Bologna?
Bologna, Czech over here. They know.
Okay, so they just do control both. Okay.
Yeah. They don't get the benefits out of them because of the World Congress. That's it. As in, they don't get the double, the extra points of great people from Bologna, for example.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to see if they are like just pocket, like only having one envoy into it and not reveal it, because like positionally they could have been pocket, right? So.
Yeah. I do see France is getting a religion over here in the city of Jerusalem. He might be worried about the Golden Age points. I do also notice he did manage to take care of the 2 units defending Memphis, and he did disembark with more of these coursers next to the city of Memphis. That city still doesn't have night wall strength, but I'm pretty sure ETPI is aware that he's going to need to get it as soon as possible. It's going to take quite a bit of effort from these coursers to attack into that city center to take it down, and when the night is going to go in, it's probably going to make it quite impossible for these coursers to take the city down if it's full HP. If it receives some hits in the meantime, that's a different story. We do have the spy also established in the city of Swinet. France is getting his +6 intel on opponent's movements, and as you can see, 56 damage against the city of Memphis of 38. Now we do have a bit of a problem with the gold situation, which I didn't talk about, but I did notice it being more and more noticeable. You can see actually Killayad is losing 10 gold a turn, LDK is barely 42, Chuck is on 29, ETPI is 21, while on the other side we do have Sprig 181 and UnderTheGun 181. They're trading with each other over here on between themselves, and they're getting a lot of gold. Actually, I think, wait, where is this one going? Yeah, Jabalpur to Paris. They're trading cap, well, not really cap to cap, but very close to. And I do see spamming out of campuses finally coming off from UnderTheGun. So he does have 152 culture and 256 production with 217 faith per turn. That's a very good result from him, except the science, and which he's gonna get right now. He's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
I mean they blocked theaters, right? So
yeah,
what is he gonna do?
Campus. Yeah. Next best thing, right? We do have some theater squares coming around here from Hyderabad and Madurai, and looks like you're right. He's gonna try to go for that culture victory. Looking at UnderTheGun's tourism, he's on 50 tourism per turn, at turn 57, a bit lower than the average, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure he's gonna acquire more. Marge Ghandi, hello, hello. Drink water. I have coffee. I don't have water, but thank you. Susing doesn't give Sus bonus. Buliko is more because of the World Congress option, and they're not receiving the bonus than anything else. The sovereignty treaty has passed, or I should say the resolution has passed, which states the city states of this type do not provide their unique suzerain bonus, and they elected city states to actually have that penalty. Let's actually see what's going on over here. We do have Aztec with a few more horses. He did make that line of pikemen, and to be honest, he did stabilize the front line. Swenet, it looks like Egypt ETPI was kind of late of upgrading. He upgraded, I think he actually had built these knights. No, he upgraded the knights. Why did he not upgrade in the city of Memphis? It feels like this is a tactical mistake over here coming up from ETPI to defend the city of Memphis. Maybe he considered it already doomed and he didn't wanna spend the gold, but I think it would have been so much worth it to actually spend that extra gold, because there would have been, all of these French horses would have needed to expend more health into attacking the city of Memphis on each attack. And the longer the war went on, the easier it would have been for the Egyptian troops to come and tear them apart, like pick them off. I guess it's not happening anymore. Like these corsairs are way too strong to attack into from Egypt. Yeah, way too strong. Look at this 69 defense strength corsair from France. It's way too strong.
And it's even 6 intel. Doesn't Egypt have printing yet?
I mean, they both have printing.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Sorry, he doesn't. He doesn't have printing.
Like, I mean, no, he doesn't have a...
finish?
Oh, no, never mind. He just finished. It was probably +9 until last turn. When he finished printing this turn, he doesn't have a spy, and France has +3. So
yeah, so it's gonna tone down.
Only +9 last turn.
Yeah. I do like, by the way, the chateau spamming coming up from France over here to get that extra gold in and the extra culture. I do want to mention he's positioning them as close as possible to these amenities so he can get more bonuses, and of course next to the freshwater rivers for the extra food. Get quite a few good tiles to work. Unfortunately for Egypt over here, this is gonna take a lot more effort to actually stop the attack of France, and that also means he's gonna need the gold from his teammates to actually upgrade all of this. They don't have that much gold in the bank, and they are struggling to get everything upgraded and promoted properly. For example, there will be a timing where LDK in the next turn he's gonna need so much gold and niter so he can upgrade all of his conquistadors, and it's not happening. This is not happening.
Yeah, they struggle on gold. Yeah. Also, to be fair, does Sprig have another squeeze squad going towards Korea, or is it only Egypt?
Sorry, what's with
I'm wondering if there's anything going towards Korea, or if Sprig is only on Egypt.
No. France is not attacking Korea. We do have Hungary coming on Korea, actually. Oh. Korea with the pants down. Oh no.
Yeah, because I just looked at the milli-strings and was like, why did they let the guy sim? And okay, so they obviously communicated Titiits is gonna agree with Korea, and Sprig is gonna agree with Egypt. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I do also want to mention, looking at the stats over here, we do have unfortunately not that big science numbers coming up from Freritos de la Vega, 98, 40, 79 and 125. There's a bit of an advantage on Last Day Company with 37, 114, 193 and 81 on ETPI. Okay, sure, that's the basically, like we used to call it, the big blue number. The biggest issue here is the timing attacks that are being unfolding in front of our eyes. France attacking into Egypt's territory. We got Montezuma over here, basically kind of irrel to the game. Mongolia also next to him is trying to catch up in the same, but he has significant issues getting that. And we do have on the west side here a big problem, an extremely big problem. Spain cannot upgrade enough units in a fast enough time to attack into Hungary, and I think this is actually might cost them the game, to be honest. This might actually cost them the game, because this gold necessarily they would have managed to take down Hungary, and irreling basically like a third player, it would have been gold for them. Actually a second player, irreling a second player. It's not happening, is it? Titiits over here is not only gonna manage to survive, but he's gonna thrive because of the lack of gold on Spain.
Is there actually any upgrade on Korea where we could see GPT rising soon? Or like, does he put a harbor out, or? The
Oh.
coastal.
That kind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
There's
does have
there's
Pyongyang.
one
Yeah.
guy to Madrid.
Yeah, but no Reina yet. He doesn't have Reina yet. He's focusing on dealing with the problems Hungary did just place on him. He's getting quite a few of his settlements getting pillaged, and that's going to be added bonus to Matthias Corvinus' total science acquired, 1400 points. He's also on 1500 points of culture.
Plaza as well.
Yeah, this is a big problem.
Chuck is getting griefed so hard here.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just
why-
not enough fast production, not enough production to get these units fast enough. He had 2 Seons taken down, an industrial zone, a government plaza, a holy site to the north of Gyeongju, a horse tile, quite a few pillages coming out from Hungary, and he still has his 4 black armies alive. Also, Marius is saying Hungary should get close hussars. How is text looking? Oh, he should get close to hussars. Let's actually see. Hungary. His siege tactics is coming up in 1 turn. Nationalism coming up in 7 turn. Yeah, he's actually very close. He's very close. He needs to get to how to say, military science over here. He's just 1 take away from starting to get there. Yeah, look at the Conquistador damage. This is a Conquistador without a missionary next to it and without benefit from the extra +5 of another religion on his opponent. And he's already doing 69 damage against the Black Army 68. If only he had a general, if only he had the missionaries next to his armies, he would have managed to chew through Hungarian defenses like butter. But anyway, that's not happening, is it? And we do have France upgrading some of his units. Looks like he's still benefiting from that +6 on him. ETPI getting mathematics in 1 turn, and I'm pretty sure he just sent one of his spies to France's territory. We just don't see it yet. It's probably traveling. We do have a major army coming up from Egypt this time around. He actually has a unit to put on every tile, and I'm pretty sure France's attack did actually get him well, some of the results he wanted. First of all, he only got like what, 5 courses upgraded, six and a general, and then he forced Egypt over here to get like 15 units. That's massive. That's massive.
Yeah. Is Pompey actually escaping?
Pompey?
Aztec, yeah.
No.
Oh,
I mean, he's
yeah,
getting a
okay,
settlement in
he's
3,
building his headland now, yeah. Like, I mean, it's really just about the timing, like, because what probably will happen, even though Genghis maybe cannot finish the job, like, at some point Egypt is supposed to clean up, so Pompey can escape now.
Oh, wait a second, what happened here? Why is this Keshik doing so much damage to this pikeman? Have you seen the damage? Oh my god.
It's 6 intel.
Yeah.
Is that the
General
level
bonus,
2
volley. Oh, okay. I guess, yeah. It's that's quite a unprotected pikeman he has next to the mountains here.
It's probably level 2 spy, is it? No, it's not.
No, it's not even level 1.
Does Montezuma just not have a spy, I guess?
Does Aztec not have the intelligence agency? He does not. He does not. And that
Yeah, okay.
looks to be a bit of a... Wait a second, where are these going? What is Titiits doing? He got Samarkand units? He did. Why is he going towards Hattusa? Lol. Or maybe he wants to attack or try to pillage some lands in Mongolia's territory or something. I don't know. Anyway, now we do still have the major gold problem on Last Day Company. I do see another conquistador did get upgraded over here in Spanish territory. There are some crabs that he could try to chop, but of course, having God of the Sea and chopping crabs is usually really bad. We do have him getting a spy from Bilbao, and I do have to mention at the moment I don't see a spy from Hungary into his territory. Korea is also expanding his religion into his ally cities. We do have Korea, Jesuit education and stewardship, and this is going to be quite good on Spain as well. Maybe this is why they actually went for commercials. Do you think they actually talked so early that they're going to do this?
No.
You think?
No.
I mean, there is a possibility. Don't say no like that. Oh my god.
I mean, honestly, if
chance.
Honestly, if in a team is like if a guy tells you turn 1, hey, go commercials instead of instead of harvest, because I'm gonna split my religion in 60 turns, and then I'm just gonna say, yeah, whatever, dude, and go harvest anyway.
Oh my god. Oh, total
It-
ignorance over there. No coordination with the
honestly,
team.
it doesn't make sense basing your early game decisions on things like this. Just doesn't make sense. No.
Man, have you noticed that guy? Who's that guy? Who's that guy that's playing all of the time warrior monks? Man, he doesn't care about his spawn. He just wants to get warrior monks out, you know? That's his goal in life.
Yeah, I guess so, but he's like, is he playing in competitive matches? I don't think so.
No, not really.
See, if you want to win, just don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, yeah. I mean, a lot of the times, and this is something that I guess, you know, there's some player preference coming up in the games, as in maybe some civilization leaders are going to be preferred by a player or another, but when it comes to like what they need to be doing, they can't really afford to do what they want to do, you know?
Yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're just playing a game for fun, that's all fine. But if we're talking about competitive matches, there are just a couple of no-goes, and this is
Yeah, true. Also, who is talking bad about warrior monks? Yeah, why are you talking about warrior monks, Justice? Yeah, why are you talking about bad about?
I mean, I'm not even talking bad about warrior monks per se. But if there's a guy who only plays warrior monks, it's per se bad. Like there are some niche cases where they may have their use. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, like very rare. Like competitively speaking, it's very niche. But I can at least imagine some scenarios where you want to go for it, even though you're trying your hardest to win. But they are very rare. So like I'm not fundamentally against them. But if a guy just loads into a spawn and is like turn one, I'm gonna go for warrior monks every game. It's definitely not competitive viable.
Man, warrior monks Zulu, bro. You gotta see that. You really gotta see that.
Sure, go for it. But please tell me before, then I'm gonna dodge the lobby.
Anyway, we do have Spain still pushing actually into the territory of Hungary. I do see he did manage to get Timur over here as a great general to deploy to the north, and he's doing quite a bit of damage against these black armies. We do have level 2 Hungarian crossbow also appearing in the city of Pest to help him defend, doing a decent amount of damage against the conquistadors, but still not slowing them down. What is slowing LDK down is the lack of gold, unfortunately. They do have Chuck with 120, LDK 76, and I do see Killayad does benefit from 50 something, but in the gold pattern they're just not up there. And since we do have Korea needing to actually repair most of his territory and get his production back up, we still have a few black armies that are moving around the territory over here and pillaging as many of these mines as they can get their hoofs on. A level 1 French spy is coming in Gangneung over here. I guess France is a bit wary of Korea to the west side. To be honest, France has totally other priorities over here. ETPI is actually lower science and lower culture, and I'm pretty sure he's actually lower production as well. 214 versus 201. Yeah, he is. Not to mention the goal pattern is just massive between them. I would definitely imagine Sprig going for calves over here, and just as I say that, I switch the screen to the tech side, and bam, military science in 5 turns. I definitely can imagine.
Boost them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be much faster.
It's gonna boost it. Oh yeah, Titiits is boosting it. So yeah, this is gonna be massive for France. If it does manage to get like a few more, not even a lot more, like a few more calves in, all of this army of Egypt might actually just crumble, because he doesn't have the general, he doesn't have the bonuses on his units, and yes, he's putting down in camels, but the next generals are gonna be quite expensive. We do need them to make 155 points to get Amina. And that's gonna be at least like what, 4 projects. That's expensive. Campus research projects coming in. We might actually see. Oh, Galileo is the next one. I do see Isidore of Miletus did get picked up by India. He also did pick up Giovanni de Medici and Imhotep earlier. Actually, Under the Gun over here is doing God's work carrying Freritos de la Vega. Man, you can imagine Under the Gun could have carried Duhanza to victory, but he flipped to the Frenchies. We gotta figure it out, man. We gotta figure out how did Under the Gun get incentivized to play with the Frenchies? What did they do? Did they give him a special cookie? Did they get him, I don't know, something? They needed to get him something personalized over there. Justice?
Yeah, I mean, I cannot really speculate it because I know for a fact, but I also don't want to tell. So, like, if he wants to tell, you may as well ask him. But I'm not gonna give away personal information like this.
Oh, it's that personal? Whoa, guys, we got a mission. We gotta find out. We gotta find out what happened with Under the Gun, man. Oh man, we're gonna turn the Civilization 6 community into a, how to say,
a soap
journalism, exactly, like a drama opera. Man, I don't know if you had this kind of stuff happening in like Germany or the United States or whatever you are, but we had a case in like, I don't know, 15 years ago or something, in which a person basically disappeared. And everybody for 4 years straight was asking, like there was a television that actually made, like, you know how you do maining something, like in Civilization 6, you main Zulu, you main Rome, you main, like, you know, you get like everything you do, it's revolving around that subject. Basically, that's what they did for 4 years, man. And people, for some reason, were actually looking at that without learning anything. I was so confused, man. I'm so confused. And yes, J-Rob over here. There we go. Under the Gun origin story. I mean, you know, he's a little guy coming up from the hills of Germany, from the mountains of the German lands. And he grew up. He got in civilization. He went with the German team. Didn't like it that much, and then moved to the Frenchies.
Actually, Germany is not very mountainous, but sure. Actually, where he comes from, there are no mountains at all.
I said hills. Well, then I actually completed with mountains. There are some mountains. There
are also no hills where he comes from. Like,
oh, really? I don't know where he comes from. I know he's coming from Germany. I don't know where he's actually coming from.
He's
like from Germany.
He's from Berlin.
He's from Berlin. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Oh, he's from the capital. I see. Oh man.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to be the next chancellor, but then he switched up and was like, I'm gonna conquer the whole world, not only Germany, and started playing Civ. Yeah. This is what happened exactly.
Yeah, I do have to ask, by the way, is this like in Germany, is there a thing as in the people from Berlin are viewed differently by the other people in the country? Is that a thing there? It's definitely a thing in Romania. Like I have no idea.
Yeah, sure. Like generally speaking, I think every land has like regional quirks. Does make sense? So yeah, of course, someone from Berlin is not necessarily the same kind of German than the guy from Munich is, or than the guy from Cologne is, or whatever. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but are they looking funny at the people from the Berlin? Because that's what happens in our country. Like people look funny at the people from Bucharest when you get to other towns.
Well, everybody's trying to look funny at each other, right? Because people just like to do it. But like there's no clear sandbag, if you mean like this.
Okay. Oh,
like
makes sense.
It's not like everyone else's.
Yeah, I do have to mention, by the way, while we were talking, I did move the screen. Aztec did manage to take down a city from Egypt. He might actually take another one down because he does have 3 attacks left. No, he's not. he's not taking that down there. That one is gonna get walls in 110, and by the looks of it, he definitely needs to move out the trader or just put it to sleep. Yeah, we do have some men archers deployed to the east side, which he can improve into crossbows, but of course he's gonna need to give up on that extra movement he has. Level 2 spy from France did activate. France does have multiple caps, and look at this beautifulness. +6 intel on opponent's movements. He does so much damage against these Egyptian coursers. He might actually two-shot them quite easily, and by the looks of it, he's bringing a few more coursers to the round table. We do have aqueducts also started up from him to get the positioning on his industrial zones and extra adjacency. I do see finally Egypt did deploy that spy into his opponent's territory. 5 turns until the next era, and we do have campuses coming up in Iran, universities. What is India's output of science? I haven't checked that in some time. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. I mean, I don't think Jack can do anything about this, to be honest. I mean,
Also,
yes, sure, you're saying helicopter timing, right? But
not anymore.
Not anymore. It's going to be fascism tank timing from under the gun when Czech is going to get helicopters.
Czech went for industrialization though. Like he's pretty much just simming up, which I totally disagree with. Like when I saw the monasticism, I just assumed he's gonna wash bottom 3 and have like 1070 helicopters.
Well, I think he's actually gonna try to get as soon as possible to industrialization, then use industrialization to get back the culture and so on with theater squares, and try to hit the timing for fascism late game. But this feels slow. I gotta say, this feels slow.
It's way too slow.
Yeah. Well, we do have quite a few writers coming from India. Forbidden City in the Madurai being put down. Isodor is there with one extra charge on him. And let me actually take a look over here. Korea did manage to pick up Isaac Newton, and we do have him with the Free Library and University. In a district, and his universities will provide him an extra plus to science. Another merchant got picked up by Egypt. I do have to say the happy scientist did get picked up by Korea as well. He got both. He got both of them. It's pretty good. Egypt did get extra trade route, one extra trade route on France, and who got the first one? It was France. So France got 2 extra trade routes, and Egypt got 1 extra trade route.
Do they still control both Plusias, by the way?
Let's see. Under the gun.
No, he took over Bologna.
Yeah, he got Bologna. Oh, this is massive for Under the Gun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be massive actually for Under the Gun.
Yeah, it explains a lot why they have now kind of
the science coming back. Yeah,
fine enough science. So it's 1-1 on city-states now.
Yeah. PV84, people from Berlin certainly think that they are different. Oh, wait, is that a thing? Oh, can you write it down? By the way, can you write this down for the post-game chat, Justice?
What, the Czech industrialization?
Asking Under the Gun if he thinks differently of himself.
No, you can ask us. You can ask us yourself. I don't care about that.
Okay. Well, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, is there a chance that he's gonna refuse to say why he joined the Freritos de la Vega? The actual reason, not the reason he told us?
Well, obviously, I don't know. The thing is just
you're
like I am
so much. You must know something, you know.
No, I'm obviously how was it called? Like I have a conflict and interest here because like
there's more than coming out. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm pretty close with him personal, so I would assume that he told me some things he doesn't want to be said public, and so I just refuse to talk about it because I don't know what he is okay with to be said and what not.
I know. But I'm meaning to ask him, and I don't want to actually, ask something that I know for sure I'm gonna get a no,
But no, like. I guess without spoiling too much, there's no drama or anything involved. It's really just I don't know if he's fine to talk about it or not. So.
Okay, okay. Old Triangle asking us what religion did India go for. India did go for work ethic with lay ministry, stupas, and finished up with a crusade over here. He's gonna get an extra +5 against enemies that are converted to his religion inside of their borders. It looks like also Hungary did manage to get the timing for hussars, and unfortunately Spain could not get the timing going for his conquistadors because of the lack of gold. This actually allowed Hungary to push back into Spanish units, and now that he has hussars, he can actually push into conquistadors if enough of them are around. Looks like Spain also didn't manage to get his holy site going, so he can actually get some missionaries for his conquistadors. He probably is gonna plan for something else. We do have multiple field cannons coming out from his cities, and these are gonna help him defend against the hussars quite nicely. He does need quite a few of them if he actually wants to properly defend. I do like, by the way, how Titiits did manage to use Matthias Corvinus's units and bonuses, and not to mention his expansion of his empire here. He did manage to keep up, not only keep up, but also be competitive against Philip II. Very nice from him. India, 189 science, 334 culture, while Czech is barely on 34 culture, and well, basically missing the 300 number next to it. We do have Czech also on 300 science, which he is starting to get quite a bit of an advantage on, but I gotta say he's only 4300 science, and he's gonna lose a lot of his science when the monasticism is just gonna fall off, right? And we do have how many turns? 3 more turns until monasticism disappears. He's gonna go into a heroic, 73 points out of 65. It looks like LDK, ETPI, and Killayad are gonna be dark age. We got Titiits golden. No, he's not. He's actually normal age. We don't have UnderTheGun golden. Pompey is gonna be 9 points out. He still needs quite a few more to actually get into a heroic age. And it looks like more and more units coming from Mongolia to push him. Multiple knights and Keshiks. The forests are actually helping out the Aztecs so much to defend here. Not exposing these pikemen to multiple range shots from these Keshiks is saving their lives.
Yeah, for a second I was worried about Pompey, but he stabilized very well, yeah.
I do have to say that yes, Killayad did manage to make quite a few efforts here to get his science numbers and his culture numbers up. He's barely now feeling comfortable enough to get new settlers on the map. It took him so long to expand here. They basically erased each other, and I guess most of the time it's a good thing to have this happen in the games. So you don't have less variables to take care of. But what is happening over here in Egypt territory, this is a problem. This is an extreme problem. Not only Freritos Vega is making the most gold between the two teams, but we also have them with the ability to pillage most of the Egyptian territory. While Egypt, yes, is getting his cuirassiers going, he can't really stop all of the calves of France from getting their hoofs on the farms, getting their hoofs on the government plaza, some campuses, some traders, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, like it's not only mods, like 2.5 times the GPT, and they like continuously have pillage control. Like they keep pillaging stuff for themselves, so like effectively their GPT is ludicrously higher.
Yeah. Look at the difference in the gold in the bank over here. It's like 1,000 more gold in the bank.
It's getting pretty dire for stake here, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I gotta say, I'm waiting. I've seen Chuck multiple times actually managing to pull off some very nice strategies, and this is definitely not something that we've seen a lot of the times, like the holy site strategy. It doesn't look like in this particular game this actually will pay off. Well, I guess we're gonna need to wait and see the full result, the final result. I did notice Colosseum was actually getting built somewhere, wasn't it? Wait, where was it? Here, right? Here. There we go. 2 turns for Colosseum to be built in the city of Paris. We do have him with the ability to hit 6 cities or 7? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 cities. 2, 4, 6. Oh no, 5 cities. I'm sorry. Toulouse is 1 tile off. Toulouse and Marseille are both 1 tile off. Anyway, Sprig in the meantime did manage to secure his advantage when it comes to the science and the culture. He is in a free inquiry golden age, so he's gonna lose a bit, but then he's gonna get new campuses on the map, and of course get them with the libraries and the university in them. Under the gun did finish Forbidden City in the city of Madurai. He's gonna get an extra wildcard policy slot to use, which is very important most of the time for you to get in your empire a few more bonuses or discounts towards whatever you need. Now, I don't have to mention that the fact he did have more envoys. He did manage to build Kilvakisivani earlier and managed to use his plug-in his Amani in Bologna to get as many of those envoys as possible. 200 science, 390 culture. I do have to point out, usually fascism bonus is actually an extremely important timing that you need to hit in the games. The late game +5 that you get from fascism, and the war department bonus, also the building, the specializing building you get in the Gavron Plaza, it can make the difference between you winning the war or not winning the war, even if you have lower technology than your opponent. Fascism is just insane as a bonus.
Yeah, especially against Monasticism, like Chuck will have at best cores against fascism armies. Like
yeah. There is a question over here. Kenzie, lol, good evening, sir. Culture victory. He's asking about India over here. And yes, this is basically what we're expecting. Unless UnderTheGun is going to choose that, and we're going to see this immediately. If he chooses differently than going for culture victory, we're going to see it immediately in his encampment count. I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to pump out a lot of helicopters or tanks or something else without a massive amount of encampments here. I don't see him having the population count to get everything though. Multiple wonders on the coast. You did mention Colossus. I do see a Great Lighthouse. I do also notice he's getting more writers here, and his size is just keeps going up, man. He just keeps going up, and he's in a pen brush and voice. This is his science. This is no inflation over here as the big number. Just got okay, so where is he on the tourism? He's on 256 faith a turn and 157 tourism a turn. Not that bad actually at this turn. 1070.
I also want to point out that he did this on a pretty difficult spawn.
Oh yeah, this is. I mean, you say difficult, I say bad. But yeah, it's challenging. It's definitely challenging.
Yeah.
Oh, Sprang's got the Gavron Plaza. 3 pillages over there for Ministry Ancestral Hall and the Gavron Plaza district. Looks like at the moment Egypt did manage to get sufficiently technological units to stop the French attack. He does have multiple field cannons upgraded from the manual jet archers, and he has cuirassiers to defend himself with. France is bringing some bombers to the matchup, and yes, City of Shedder does benefit from 75 fortification health of the walls. In the north, looks like also Hungary is trying to take Apu with 2 line infantries getting acquired from Arbag. Oh, this was what I was saying earlier. Oh my god, it actually happened. You know, when I was saying that he might actually take Arbag, he did take Arbag. Woohoo! We got Apu over here in trouble. Did he get a CAD? That's why he has. Yeah, he has a CAD, right? He got the damage on the walls. The walls went down so fast. Here, nothing much is happening. We do have another setter coming around. New knights, new K-Shakes, new K-Shakes. I did also take a look at the total tab between UnderTheGun and Chuck. There's well, I guess double of science acquired in the game by Chuck, 15300, while UnderTheGun is 2700. It looks like Chuck is also starting to get his universities back up, and the new factor is in. The fact is, I do have to mention, even if Chuck went for his industrialization, he still has significantly less production than UnderTheGun.
Chuck is he is industrialized.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, look at the mines, 2 4s.
Yeah.
Factories going in. Yeah.
Yes, and I think that's a mistake.
And more cities. Like look at this. No, that's it.
Though it's
I actually kind of expected CC on Congress, but
this is the first win Freritos de la Vega puts on the board, and it will be against La State Company. the ones that did manage to get 3 wins in this tournament. Okay, I mean, they're coming back. They're coming back, and I gotta mention, I gotta say, first of all, big props to Freritos to what they did. There definitely were a few, I would say, different choices I would have made, and we did go through them with justice. I also want to read what Salty Capybara did say here before we're gonna get into the challenge. You wanna join us, by the way, Justice, in the post-game chat? It's gonna be on CivFR probably.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Also, Salty Capybara, what can I tell you from my 6 years of living in Berlin? The city feels a bit like an island in the middle of nothing because the surrounding states are so empty with very few major settlements, and that does reflect on quite a few people born in Berlin. They barely talked about other places or knew particularly much about the rest of Germany. I don't dislike Berlin per se, but it is a bit special, and the prejudice that the people aren't very friendly there also isn't fully false. Okay. That said, there's amazing people there, of course. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody has their own array of diverse people in their, cities. I'm pretty sure that's happening. Let me actually take a look where they are. Speaking. You saw them?
Yeah, they're very down.
Yeah,
4v4, number 5 and 6.
Yeah. I guess we go to where did Softstyle go? Oh, he didn't go. Oh, kick. I don't know. I don't want to barge in like this, but I guess we need to, right? Oh, and let's go 4v4 5 because Pompilidae. Yeah, they're going 4v4 5.
Plus vite sur le front avec tes kéchiks, tu vois.
Yes, mais je voulais la poser 2 cases plus haut, mais je me suis fait bait. J'aurais pas jamais dû la poser là-haut. Où elle était.
Bonsoir.
Le moment où je l'ai posé, j'ai vu Pompi arriver avec 4 poneys, j'ai fait, j'aurais jamais dû la poser là.
Sache que je me suis levé de ma chaise. Hein.
Ouais, bah oui, tu
On parle en anglais, les gars, il y a Michael.
GG.
Yeah, GG, well played. I gotta say, man. Killayad over there just dangling a city in front of Pompey like that.
Yeah. Was too greedy. I should have put it two tile ahead of above.
Yeah.
And it would have been safe, but some guys in my team say you have to be aggressive. It was a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I should have just.
I think I didn't do a good game with Egyptia, but like I got units all over my land. I saw units everywhere.
Yeah.
I protect everywhere, but so I have less tempo. I'm like, okay, I know I will get this. I knew France will push, but then I saw he come coastal.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. We don't have a lot of gold. We don't have a lot of iron. Oh, I'm fucked. And that's it. Just 3 CS and plus France. I think I could have played way better. I think I could have clutched the game, but...
To be honest, I think the whole goal pattern situation on your team was a bit problematic. Even LDK had problems to get his conquistadors. I think if he would have upgraded everything there, he probably would have taken at least 2 cities from Titiits.
Yeah, that's what I said. I did like many pre-builds to just upgrade on Titiits, but we didn't have gold and we had to defend from Egyptian. Then we upgrade from Egyptian, and I think, as I said, I should go for commercial hub and campus second district. But I thought we were closer than what we was, and it was a mistake. And at start we wanted to just me to go for a mid-game push and kill him after that, but it wasn't possible, and it was the contrary. He did many pressure on Chuck and on me.
Yep. So how was the land on Ghandi? And because we didn't know.
Very bad, I think.
Very bad.
Really bad.
He's in a corner.
Actually, he did a really good game.
Yeah.
No, but where did he spawn exactly?
South of France.
The south, not peninsula or shit.
No.
Just near in first ring of my cap. And then there's coast.
The only thing he had good for him was coastal traders with Catherine, and he pumped out so much gold.
More like a Maori than a Ghandi.
Yeah. No, it was fine. I was full freesome with my teammates. We set up naval trade. The luxuries were okay.
Yeah,
and they have nice rivers for River Goddess, so I was happy.
Because you took me a pyramid. I was a bit hungry.
Yeah.
I did all the wonders. Yeah, that was the game
Yeah,
plan.
he built literally every one of the game. Yeah.
I mean, if I have no space to make more settles or no opponent to make units for, gotta build something. So wonders.
Because in the game we were like, who defend cultural? And we were like, okay, it's Egypt. And the more the game goes, the more we are, okay, it's impossible for Egypt to def cultural.
Yeah.
So what can we do? So the only one good in the game was Chuck. Again, by the team.
Why Egyptian Cleopatra and not Ptolemaic?
What?
In the
Mais
draft.
Pour Égypte,
Ouais.
et pas Ptolémaique.
Pourquoi Cléo ouais.
Ah, because we
Because we
prefer Egypt over Ptolemaic.
We
I
needed
think
gold.
I think the best Egyptian is Cleopatra into Ramses into Ptolemaic.
Okay.
But he couldn't trade and wasn't that good here on this position.
Yes. So therefore, even second team didn't pick up Ptolemaic. So
We don't want to gamble.
Yeah.
There's no JR here, huh? You don't gamble anymore. Okay, I see.
No, not about.
No, we
here,
can't
I-
let like
been
two
nerfed,
enemy
that's why.
play it.
we-
But
yeah, we
It
are
has been
other players.
nerfed.
because I think if Ptolemaic or Cleopatra have no Eteminant key, Cleopatra is better without Eteminant key. If you gamble, so it's better to have Cleopatra.
I don't know if I agree. It's hard to say actually. I think I still prefer.
Yes,
the
I
other one.
think Ptolemaic is a really good Civ, but it depends a lot on the spawn. And when you want to win a match, you don't want to gamble too much on some spawn. And Ptolemaic is a hard carry on this situation, but it isn't as strong as before, so it's better to take something on first pick that it is regular and can make gold. And is
I don't
really
think
good.
Cleopatra is the first pick, but okay, there are so many opinions. Drafting is really complicated nowadays.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Just
options.
double pick with Cleopatra is really strong. So I don't think there is a better first pick than Cleopatra
Interesting.
in this kind of draft.
Okay, I don't agree, but
Which first pick would you have picked?
I won't say.
OMG. A bit in the confidence, OMG. At least in.
Yeah.
We are quite happy with our draft. I think we have pretty nice, well-rounded team comp, and it's pretty good for a long game.
Yeah, I think we did well until the pick Genghis counter by Black Queen, but it was fine.
Can I ask something about the CSs? Like you had both blue CS for longest time. Were they pocket? Why did Hungary never went for it? Or what happened there?
For Atuza, I misplay. I just do a quest, and I had to do them to do every comment dire,
Emissary.
Yes,
Advice, yes.
Same with Samarkand, I needed for the Golden Age and didn't have a choice.
I just want to talk about something. What about your spearman, Pompi? Your kill? The kill with the spearman?
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, that's good. Oh wait, there's this.
Okay,
No, but,
I can't pre-build anymore? Fuck.
No, it was fine because I didn't want to pre-build anyway.
Maybe a bit, no?
Ah,
No, it was fine.
C'était pour ça le truc en 4 tours dans ta. Le piqué en 4 tours dans ta cap.
Ah,
Bah, il avait pas fait haut, mon pote. Je peux te dire que.
Oh, j'ai vu le piqué en 4, j'ai dit, oh lui c'est une autre
Moi, I think as Egyptian, I took one horse of everyone except Under, so I was a bit disappointed to not see a Varro, but was hard.
Yes, you are in the team enemy in the center, so you are the guys to kill.
Yeah, but and I knew it. I built units and I was like, okay, we can do horses. So what can I do? Okay,
I think
we do.
I think that you can improve your early game actually. You went
Yeah, I think my early game.
Magnus first, and I think around turn 40 you have only one trader.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think
that's pretty rough.
I do want to ask you, when the attack came out from the coursers, you did get knights technology, but you didn't upgrade that one heavy chariot in the southern city, which could have helped so much to slow down the courses.
Yeah, because no gold, no iron, and when I wanted to up, he made first move, so I didn't want to lose enough gold that could have been saved.
Yeah, but still, so
No,
much.
I couldn't up. I needed to change card and up, and
I was surprised of the map. It seems to be so huge for Punji.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had so much space, Chuck.
Yeah.
And not even me, east of Titiits, there is like a complete like.
Yeah.
land.
Yeah, there is a no man's land with a lot of space.
Yeah. Because the reason is that we have two bouffons at the right of the map.
OMG bouffon.
What a surprise when Titiits told me that I had loyalty next to me. I was like, what? Okay, I guess I will put campuses and go encampment.
Oh my god, that pillaging on your campuses.
Yeah. Wait,
that was so hard.
Yeah.
Did you shift enter, Killayad?
Yes, I shift enter, yes.
Fuck you, I get everyone shift enter me. Yeah.
If we speak about PH, maybe we can speak about 4 units of Titiits.
On Chuck
Oh, right, yeah,
on Chuck clan, yeah. He destroyed the Chuck clan.
He was on Monarchism.
I had units in front, I saw the units, but we had no goal for me to swap cards and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
what
you
I
can
was
swap
I was
you
like,
can swap
I need
cards
gold to survive,
every,
and Chuck was like, I need gold to be better.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask about this. Like, usually when we see monasticism, someone just rushes by helicopter or something, but you went for industrialization. Was this like you realized you don't have enough gold, or did you plan for it in the first place?
Because I think helicopter is like a good, but since I was like almost alone in the long run, helicopter are not enough to win the game. So I thought about industrialization for labs and planes.
Yeah, I do agree.
Plan.
I totally agree.
But, I didn't plan to make monasticism at first, but when the second golden procs, I was like 25 points away, so I don't even.
Emergency decision.
Pretty hard to keep a blue CS as well with no culture.
Yeah.
I think that was really important to the game. Like you had the double pocket blue, and then we see Bologna, and I just go all in with 4 minutes to Yapadana, Kilova, etc. Save all invoice, rush Diplo quarter buildings, and just take it over. And now, I mean, next turn, finally, blue CS is active, and I can make my theater buildings. So now the game begins.
Yeah. I do have a question directed at UnderTheGun, not related to the game. UnderTheGun, how come you switched from the German side to Freritos de la Vega? Everybody wants to know that, and I understand it's a bit of a touchy subject because Justice was he didn't want to respond. He was like taking his side. If you want to respond, sure. If no, okay.
How come I am playing with Freritos right now? Is the question. Or switching from the German?
How did you switch? Why did you switch?
I've been on many teams. I also used to play with Tranquility, right? The team that I also started myself together with Automation. I mean, they invited me last season, and I wanted to play for the CWC title, so I wanted to be with the best. And I feel the French community right now is really strong. So I guess there's the one CPL team always with Coq that is amazing.
Yeah.
With Connie specifically, but other than that. Yeah, and I knew, of course, Bartsake, Damori, etc. Like, I knew some of the players. Bart Titiits and me, also Noob, we four were actually a team like many years ago. So.
Oh, really? Okay, this is new information. What did you guys play for? Or
I think we were on like some Sun Tzu clan, Sun Tzu team. I don't even know, but it was Bart coming into the game. Very new, and Titiits, I think he didn't used to talk on Discord, he was just chatting, playing Naval all the time. Those were fun times.
Thank you for the game, I'm going to sleep.
Yep.
Good night.
Have a good evening.
Good night.
GG, good night.
Bye bye.
I'm leaving too, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
So there we have it. We heard from Under the Gun. We got our answer. We now know why he moved. There was quite a close relationship between him and the Freritos boys, and now he didn't want to go for the title. I do want to say today they did manage to put a point on the board, putting them at a 3-1. I do also want to thank so much Justice for joining us on the stream to co-cast over here. Thank you so much everybody for, of course, for the follows, for the subs, for the gifts, for everything. But thank you so much, appreciate it. I hope we're gonna see each other also tomorrow. When we're gonna have another game. It is up on my Discord. If you wanna take a look at my schedule, I always take a look at I always update these two channels, upcoming games and OnSpotTV streams. Tomorrow we're gonna have Ulysse going against Chacun Poursoir. And I'm looking for a game on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. I'm gonna update this list, and you're gonna get an update over here if you're on my Discord. I do try to update as much as possible the Twitch and so on and so forth, like the Twitch schedule over there, but I do get it a little bit later than this one. I also have a channel over here that handles all of the latest games, or I should say it only handles the next game. That's what I wanted to say, the next game, or if I did not update it, it's a previous game. Thank you so much everybody. If you're coming up from YouTube, throw this thumbs up, and I do, because you enjoy the content, I hope. And I do hope we're gonna see each other on the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. Don't forget to actually click on that subscribe button to get all of the notifications, and of course ring the bell so you actually get the notifications. They change stuff. Anyway, see you on the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV, and I hope we're gonna have some amazing fun with some Civilization 6 content. See you next time. Bye bye.